Hi guys. Well, nobody's here. That don't surprise me. As got some competition tonight, and I'm pretty sure that was probably planned. That's okay. Let's see where she's standing at. She may quit though. Let's see. Let's see where that is right now. Hey, Lady 7 Up, Peppermint Patty. Hi, Truth. Good to see you. Biscuit Head. Hey. Oh, I'm so glad to see y'all. So glad to see y'all. I was just looking to see if I was thinking I was probably going to have somebody running up against me tonight, but that's okay. It'll be all right. I meant to put that on here. Let me just do it up here. Put up the link that way you can come up. Got a little bit of sharing to do tonight, so always late. Hey, girl. Good to see you. Scouts Boo! Oh my god, girl. Oh, I love you. I'm so happy to see you. I miss you so much. I do. I miss you. Thank you. Thank you for coming. I greatly appreciate it. Let's see. I was going to see if I could get some get my YouTube up here. That way I can pin the link. That way if anybody wants to come up, they're truly welcome to. Let's see. Let me do it right here. There we go. Get the volume down. Now let's see if I can get that link pinned. Get it pinned. There we go. Should be all set. So who's coming up? Truth, are you coming up? Oh, no. We don't. Oh, there's Wisconsin Mama. That's who we want to come up. Lady 7 Up, you're welcome to. And anybody that would like to come up is welcome to come up. We were hoping to have one particular person in to do some talking with us tonight, but that didn't pan out. But I'm going to share a few things about me that I haven't shared before. And Wisconsin Mama, she's got a few things that she's going to share with us tonight. But seems like God has decided to take my channel into a different direction than what I intended it to be in the beginning. But the more that I get into it and the more that I start sharing with you guys, the more I'm loving it. I mean, the power of being a woman. You know, I've always had low self-esteem. I've always not been able to really share my feelings. But you know what? I'm getting stronger. I'm getting a lot stronger. And I am just so happy to be here. And I'm hoping that one day that my story will help somebody else. Because, I shared with you guys that I was going to start some professional therapy. to see if I couldn't get my mental health back to where it should be, or close to where it should be. Um, I want to be happy again. I think everybody can put on a face. Try to put on a face, and to you know to be out with the Kim, hey doll, good to see you. To put on a smile, a happy face, put it that way, a happy face, and then inside be feeling completely different. Oh, always late. Thank you, thank you all so much. I'm so happy to be here. Oh, thank you, Couch Boo. Thank you, Lady 7 Up. Yes, yes. I have come to the conclusion that I'm allowed to be happy. I mean, I'm not telling y'all my life has been miserable my whole life. Lord knows that's not true. I've got 3 beautiful, beautiful children that I absolutely adore. Hey,
Hi,
Miss
sweetie.
Baltimore.
Hi.
Hey. I'm so happy you came up. So
No
happy.
problem. No problem hearing me.
No, I hear you fine.
Sweet.
Hear you fine.
Sweet. Hi,
Yes.
everybody.
Hey,
Hope
Debbie
everybody's
Nelson.
having
Hey, Rapunzel. Gosh, thank you all so much for coming in. I'm so happy to see
Oh,
y'all.
I love you too, Lady 7 Up.
Yeah.
I love everybody that doesn't hurt my feelings.
Gigi, my girl. Oh, hey, it's so good to see you.
Oh, hi,
Thank you for
Kiki.
coming in. Are you coming Saturday? I'm so excited. We're going to have so much fun. So much fun decorating, and there's nothing wrong with having fun while we're doing this. You know, we get bashed and talked about because we're smiling when we're doing these events.
Yeah, because
But there's
you're doing something good and
ex-
they're not involved, so they get jealous.
exactly, and there's nothing wrong with smiling,
No,
and yeah, it's sad. We know it's a terrible situation. All these children missing and exploited, and and a lot of them, have met tragic demise. And it just and we know that, and we pray for their families, and we pray that the Lord will bring them home. But
yeah.
if we were miserable all the time while we were doing this, what kind of reflection would that be on the people that we're trying to become aware of these children?
Right.
You know,
Right.
yeah,
I
it shouldn't be that way.
no. No, there's too much hate in the world right now. We we need to show the next chapter of our lives, which is our children and our grandchildren, how to care and love people. How we can pass this on to our generation to continue to care and love and help others. You know, it's bad times right now. So
Yeah, it is.
what you guys are doing is like a beautiful thing. I wish I could be there for that. I really do.
Oh,
But
it's good too.
I will be there in heart and soul. I
Yeah.
will be there, you know.
And do you work that day?
Oh yes, of course. Yes, 'cause I'm on my 10
Nana,
days.
hey.
I'm on my 10-day stretch, Chewy.
Oh gosh. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, it's life, you know. Oh,
Yeah.
Nana for life. Hello, it's good to see
Yes.
you.
Yes, it is. You want to come up? You're welcome to come up. Anybody that wants to come up. I just love it when we have a full panel. of
It is.
everybody that wants to be here. It's just so fun. It's so, and it's, you know, as us as being women, we have got to learn how to stick together, stand up for each other, and quit stabbing each other in the back and
Oh,
bringing and making this so much drama. I mean,
oh,
drama.
but you are right. You are right. But there are some women out there that you cannot help. I mean,
Yeah.
some absolutely thrive on the drama. They love
Yes,
the
they do.
attention, you know. And I mean, I am there to support any woman, any sister of mine. But if they're going to continue to make the mistakes over and over and over and over again,
We got to back it. You got to back away. Yeah,
yep,
I get it.
yep,
And
you know,
and unfortunately, we've seen that, especially over
oh,
the last year. The last year, my eyes have been open to so much on the YouTube streets is what I'm referring to. That
yes,
that people that I thought I knew, people that I thought that I supported, and it's just like, bam, they're different. And I'm not here to bash anybody, and not here to say anything negative about anybody. I'm just telling
no.
you how I feel that
And
I
you have that right.
and being hurt by it because I was deeply, deeply hurt. But I'm finding out now. Oh, Hashi, my girl, I love you. Thank you so much. Um, I pray. I pray for the people that I don't associate with anymore. I do. I pray for those people because there's something missing in my opinion. That there's something missing, and I pray that they find. I pray that they find that and just can do can do more than what they already do for I mean, I don't know what it is right now, but it's something about being being a woman, being a woman.
Well, I t- can I say something?
Yes, ma'am.
First of all, I love and respect you. Please do not call me ma'am.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I do it to every woman. I'll try my
Um,
best not to. I mean, girl. I'm almost
uh,
60. I'm heading to. Almost getting there
my,
to 60. So
I am
I get you.
I'm a couple years older than you, so yeah, I guess I
Mm,
would be a ma'am. But
yeah.
um, you know how it feels, and I know how it feels um to be
Raising
burned.
Candy.
You and I both, and a couple of other women. I mean, like we were
Yes.
burned. We we thought that these women were actually true to their heart and true to us as we were to them.
Yes.
I mean, and when I say we, I'm talking about both of them.
Mm-hmm.
You and I did a lot for them, you know, um, talked on the phone, talked about family. We put our trust into these two women, and we literally got burned. I
Yeah.
mean, they threw our friendship away like we were nothing but trash.
Yeah.
Like it
And
was nothing.
that's what hurt the most to me.
Yes,
That's what hurt the
yes,
most.
yes. And to be absolutely, I mean, I don't know about you, but I was absolutely cut off. I mean, I couldn't even defend myself. I couldn't ask why. There was no questions. It was like completely cut off, and that just wasn't right. you know. So I don't know about you, but I learned a very hard lesson in life, even at my age, that you you can't trust anybody.
No.
I don't. It
Well,
takes
I don't want to, I
it
don't
takes
want to say anybody,
not anybody. You're right,
because
but it
if we don't trust,
well,
I
I have a
mean,
very hard time.
yeah, me too. Me too. There's very few. I know
Right,
there are right now. I can count on one hand. Well, that's good.
that's
Uh,
good.
the women that I feel like I trust right now.
I can count one. I have a friend that stuck by me from day one, and I met her on YouTube.
Th-
KU, my bestie of best.
Yeah, she is awesome.
hmm and I've gotten a lot of support, and now I mean I have a lot of women that I talk to, and you know but I always say God saved us from them women.
Yeah, and
I
like I
was
said,
I was saved. That's all
yeah,
I'll say.
yeah, yeah. But I mean, I'm like I said, I'm not here to bash anybody.
No,
I do not bash.
no,
You know, you're allowed to have an opinion. There's a difference between an opinion and bashing.
yeah,
Bashing is on a whole different level than having an opinion.
yeah,
Whole
yeah,
different level.
yeah,
Yes,
and
Hashi, you're on my hand, girl. Matthew Cunningham.
no,
Welcome,
I will.
welcome. Thank you.
I will not go up on a channel and bash a
No,
person. I
no,
just won't do it because I I'm not going to do it because I'm not going to stoop as low as that person. I'm not that
right.
kind of person to do that. So I'm not doing it. I won't.
No,
Um,
no. I agree.
but
I agree.
come on, Chewy. There is some times where you would just like to, like, oh, I'm
Oh,
not going to take that anymore. You're going to get this, and I'm going to do this, but we don't. We don't.
no, no, no. I mean, now when we're on the telephone talking to each other,
Yeah,
and to the people that we trust,
right.
it's different. I mean, we're not saying calling them names or saying anything. Well, I have a couple of names, maybe,
Well, I
but
gotta
it's
say, I had a
personal.
right, right. When you're on the
It's
phone
not.
with somebody, it's personal.
It's not bashing in public.
No, no. I will. I'm from day one, since I came to YouTube, family is off limits when you have a YouTube channel, and I just feel you got to be a pretty low creator when you bring family into it. You know, family does not belong on your channel.
No,
If you are a true crime channel, you keep it about true crime. You don't keep it about your family, you
right.
know.
Now
Um,
I did share. Well, I'll tell you what. I did share something from my daughter the other day, and I couldn't help it because I was so proud to send her the video, the first
mhm.
video that I made. I was so happy to send that to her for her to watch, and she says, "Can I put something on there?" I said, "Sure. Whatever you want to do, whatever you want to put on there, I'll put it on there." So she wrote that little um, the the statement.
Oh yeah, yeah.
My daughter wrote that, and she sent it to me, and I said, "Perfect, perfect."
Hmm.
And I was so proud of her.
Yeah,
I was so proud of her because I would actually love for her to come up on panel and be able to tell her story because to be as young as she is, she's we all make bad choices in life sometimes, I think.
we
And
we have to make bad choices. I mean, it's a given. We
We won't
have to
learn, will
make
we?
bad choices. We don't learn. If we don't,
Right. That's true. Very true. But I know you guys seen the video that I made the other morning driving to my appointment. And, after I made that video and posted it, because I drove there and I posted it. Well, you can see the time that I posted because it was uploading when I was going into my appointment. But I was in there talking to them, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I never dreamed that I would feel the way that I felt when I was in there. As like I told, I was put it in one chat. I can't remember. I felt like I left my guts laying on the floor.
yeah,
That's the way I felt. And we just put a tip of the iceberg. I mean, we just skimmed the surface of my story. And,
yeah.
but I felt so much better. And then she asked me, thank God as a woman,
Hmm.
she asked me, she says, how much do you want to come? I said, as much as you'll let me. As much as
Yeah.
you'll let me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
yeah. So,
That's
and I told them my situation, where I stand. And I want to tell you right now, I'm working real hard on my life situation. Um, and my husband is, he's decided he's going to work real hard. So we're going to see. We're going to see if that's true or not.
that's
But
wonderful news.
yes,
That
yes.
is.
I mean, I have got 42 years invested in
Hmm.
this. But he knows, because he knows now that I am empowered to take a hold of my life.
Right.
Whether he wants to be a part of it, that's entirely up to him. Entirely up to him.
Well, I'm happy.
Because
I am happy for you.
yeah,
It's like you're on the road to recovery, the both of you together.
yes, yes. Now, who knows whether it'll it'll happen, whether or not he'll be able to, because it's hard. It's hard for, and I don't want to. My husband is a very, very narcissistic person, and the the record for a narcissist is not very good. I don't know. Have any of you ever known of a narcissist to be changed?
I I I don't know. I mean, like one day my husband loves me and then the next day he hates me. I is that a narcissist? I don't know. But
Well,
we have been together uh
thank you,
50
Raising
years.
King.
Well, a little over 50. Let me see. We celebrated our 48th wedding anniversary. I've known him since I was 15. So we've known each other over 50 years. And I mean, I love him. He's my life, you know. But Yeah, some days, we just get on each other's nerves. We don't say anything nasty to each other, but it's just, I kind of found that we needed to find that, what do we do with each other now that the kids are all grown up and all the grandkids are grown up? What do we do with each other? It's like you have to find each other again,
Right.
and I know somebody that is a narcissist, but it's not my husband.
Well, you know, and I was telling my therapist this, that I really never looked at the didn't know what an hadn't even heard of a narcissist except for probably the last 5 years.
Yeah.
And I never knew the word gaslighting until about a year ago.
Yeah, I just learned that one too.
I never knew there was such a word.
Yeah, I got that
And
one off on YouTube.
yeah, yeah, me too. But man, if you go and research it, oh my God,
Really?
what all is out there is it's extraordinary. I mean, it's because narcissism and gaslighting go hand in hand.
Oh, I'll have to go read that.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, and they
Hmm.
make you feel like you're crazy, basically, and they tell you, you're crazy.
And do they make you feel like you're worthless?
Yeah, yeah, that's part of it too.
And do they make you
And
feel
believe,
like you're nobody?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they bring you down till you feel about this tall.
Hmm.
And
Maybe I have to take a look at my
yeah,
husband again.
you need to do a little research there,
Mhm.
Mama.
I think so. I think so.
I mean, I'd be happy to bring it up and look at it if you want to, but no,
Well,
it's okay.
you've you've been,
Dumpling, Dumpling.
oh,
Hey, girl.
Dumplin's in here.
Thank you for coming up, girl. Thank you so much. They don't take accountability and twist everything to be your fault.
Oh, yeah, I can
That's what
agree
they
with
do.
that one.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's
Unfortunately,
exactly
I
it.
kind of had an episode of that last week, so yeah, it makes sense,
Yeah.
you know. Hmm. Well,
You felt that way till you got married, Lady Seven Up? Hmm. You'll have to come and tell us about it. It's always my fault. Exactly, Hash Brown. That's what I was telling you. I'll tell you guys a little story. And oh yeah, I told this to my therapist. But I am the person in the family that backs the boat up, launches the boat in the water, because I'm just a little better at, backing a trailer up. Well, one day, my husband and I were going to our daughter's to mow her lawn. At this time, she lived in a place that had a huge yard. So, and it was just too much for her to push mow. So he would take the rider over there, and cut it for her. Well, most of the time I would drive the truck and the trailer and, back it in. Well, he, let's see, 1 minute. No, I used my Xterra at the time and would do it. But he had his truck that day and it's stick shift, which I drive stick shift, no problem. But I don't like to back a trailer up with stick shift. I just don't like to do it. So he was going to do it. So he decided that he would pull up and then try to back it around into the driveway. And I told him, I said, no, you need to go across the street, pull into that driveway, and back it in to her driveway. It's a lot better straight shot. No, I'm gonna do it my way. Okay. So I sit in the truck and just let him do it. And lo and behold, he jackknifed the trailer into the side of his truck. But you know what? That was my fault. I should have got out of the trailer. I should have directed him. I should have told him that he was about to do that. It was my fault.
Why do men think that's okay to do that to us?
I don't know.
I mean, I just I don't get it. I mean, I don't get that if they did something wrong and then, you know, even if you're calm and you say something to start the conversation about what happened, they blow up at you and make it act like it's all your fault. I don't get it.
Yeah. You know, always late, the statement she just said. I want to tell you what my therapist told me Monday. She looked like she was probably in her 30s. But she said her grandfather passed away. And she says they were at, at the funeral in the graveside service. And she said she reached over and she patted her grandmother and she said, Grandma, are you going to be okay? And she said she turned around and looked at her and says, I am now. She says,
wow.
Yeah, I will be okay now. And she says that woman started going places, eating different foods, wearing different clothes. She says, I got to know who my grandmother was when my grandfather died. And I don't want you guys thinking that we're just bashing the hell out of men right now.
It sounds like it, doesn't it? But
It
we're
does.
not.
No.
We're,
Now I'm gonna tell you right now, there has been a lot of good times in my life with my husband.
mine too.
But the good times, or the bad times, I should say, outweigh the good times 10 to 1.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
I am really sorry to hear that.
But I mean, he's not been listening to my lives, I don't think. He's not been. I mean, I showed that video of the second one that I did on domestic violence.
Yeah. Yep.
I the other night, the weekend was rough, real rough. So I asked him. I said, "Can I ask you something?" I said, "Have you even looked at the videos that I've made?" And I said, I'm not claiming to be a big old videographer and doing all this. I said, but I've just done a couple from my heart, and I wanted to share them. I said, have you even looked at them? No. I said, well, I want to show you one of them, just one of them. So I showed him that one. And it was just like, are you saying that I'm an abuser? I said, you know what? You're not a physical abuser, I mean, we've got into some ruckuses before, but he's not a physical abuser. He is a mental and a uh, verbal abuser. And
Mm-hmm.
I told him, I said, you don't know the many times that I was praying or ask, think, God, just let him knock the shit out of me because it could not hurt any more than what he was saying to me or what he says to me on a normal basis. But you know, me starting this YouTube channel and voicing my, having a voice and sharing my story a little of it. I don't want to, if I shared my complete story, I wouldn't be giving my marriage a chance, another chance, I should say, because God knows I have given it several chances.
Yeah.
But if I tell my whole story right now, it wouldn't, I wouldn't be giving it this is the last chance. This is absolutely the last chance. And I make that statement to the world right now. The last chance.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, ma'am. Oh, yes, yes, what comes to my mind.
Did you tell him that?
Yes, yes,
Good for you. Good
yes.
for
He
you.
knows. He knows that. That's just like the conversation. This is the conversation that we had at dinner this evening.
Oh, good.
Well, I told him, I said, because when any of his family, I've always been behind him and supported him. His mother, his mother was 42 years old when she gave birth to him. So he was, a a they call it a time what is a oh shoot, I had it right there, a change of life baby is what they call it.
Yeah.
But she gave birth to him when she was 42. So his parents were way up in age when we met,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
and so his mother ended up she ended up with diabetes and she lost a leg and was in rehab. Well, once she went into rehab, she never really, came out. She ended up with dementia and it just bad. But every day on my way home from work, I would stop and see that woman every single day. And I would make sure that her and her roommate didn't have each other's glasses on like they did just about every day. And just to make sure she knew, that we loved her and that, and I wasn't going to leave her there and not go see her. I went and saw her. I made sure
Knowing,
she was taken care of.
but you
But
made sure that she knew. You made sure that she knew she mattered.
yes, yes, I was not going to leave her there and just forget her. I wasn't going to do it.
Right.
I mean, of course, most mother-in-laws you don't ever see eye to eye completely with your mother-in-law. It's just the way life is.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but she bore 8 children. He was the baby of them. and I wanted to make sure she was taken care of. Well, his sister had a time in her life that it was just a rough time in her life. But anyway, she ended up coming and living with us for 4 years.
Oh, wow.
She was 10 years older than him. She ended up living with us for 4 years. I had his
Wow.
back.
Mm.
Anything to do with his family, I have his back. Now, you guys know I lost my dad in May.
Yeah.
The hardest thing I've ever been through in my life, because my dad was my hero. But now I have my mom. And this is another story, but I figured out that my mom has a lot of issues too. I'm not going to bring that out there because, I don't know who's watching and who might say something that I don't need.
Well, and it's your mom,
Right,
and
right. But he like, I just don't want to go dinner to Christmas. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I don't want to, be with your family. I'm like, you know what? You need to have my back. You need to support me because God knows I've supported you,
yes.
a long time for 40 years, 42 years. So
And
that
not
was, go
not to
ahead.
interrupt you, but it's your time. It's you and him. This is your time. This is the time where he should be with you. You know, he should be going to these family functions. He it's about you and him, because you've invested so much in this marriage. It's not just your time, but it's a we time.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
Hmm.
um, I don't know whether I told you guys this, but um, my husband was diagnosed with colorectal cancer.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear
When,
that.
yeah, that was in 2016, and he, yeah, I know, Hashi. I know, Hashi. I'm sorry, honey. It's the same for me. Sorry, guys. But he was diagnosed in 2016. Well, because he asked me, he says, when he was diagnosed, he says, "What are we going to do? What am I going to do?" I said, "Well, we are going to do whatever they tell us to do, the doctors. Whatever they say to do, that's what we're going to do." And I said, "But before we do that, we're going to pray. And we're going to have everybody that we know praying." And I would not let him speak, like negative about it. I didn't want him to say, have a negative feeling about it. Because I told him, I said, "I know God's got this, and I know you're going to be fine." And I was there. I was there every step of the way. And I'm not trying to toot my horn for this. I'm not. But I want to just tell you what his thinking is about it right now.
Hmm.
But I would not let him be negative. Whenever he'd start feeling down, I'd say, "Nope, we're not going to do this. God's got this. You're going to be fine."
Yeah.
So now, and he did. He ended up, but he had it what they call an ileostomy. An ileostomy is a ostomy, where they wear the bag. But
Yeah.
ileostomy is when it's in the small intestine. So it's liquid, not solid waste.
Okay.
That's a challenge. But I changed every bag he had. I did everything for him with that. But his mindset now, since it's all over, he had his surgery, reconnection surgery, he's fine. Praise God. But the way he looks at it now, he says that I wouldn't let him talk about it. That I that he was feeling like he didn't have anybody to talk to because I wouldn't let him be negative about it. So
Oh.
he turned it around back on me. Like it's my fault that he didn't. Yeah.
So it's your fault for helping him survive and live.
And him not having anybody to talk to.
I just don't understand. Somebody please make me understand men, because like my husband, he had his heart attack. And I mean, like my sister thought for sure he was going to be dead by the time we got to the hospital, but he wasn't, thank God. And but everything like I had to do and change, and everything was for him, you know? And then
Yeah.
you work so hard at getting them healthy, and then they just kind of like, I don't know, like for mine, it's been 12 years, and he's just like back on the same path again. And I'm like, we tried so hard to get you where you needed to be. His heart is good and everything, but I got his cholesterol lowered, he lost weight, and blah, 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 blah. And now we're back to the beginning again. And I just told him the other night, I said, I can't help you do this. I just can't. I can't go through this again. I told him I love him. He is my world, but he has to learn how to take care of his health too. I can't be the only one to do it.
Right. MK, I could not agree with you more. That is exactly right. And I know this. I know I've come to this conclusion. I know this. And that's that's where I am right now. And I know Wisconsin Mama is is headed down the same path again too. And it's very scary, very scary. But I want to tell y'all, when I was driving to that appointment the other day, I felt so strong, because I knew this was the the first step in getting my life to where I want it to be.
So when I saw that video,
Hmm.
first I felt real sad, I mean, because I could see the tears in your eyes, you know, I could see your eyes watering up. I felt in the beginning sad for you. And then I thought, no, don't you feel sad for her, because this is her first step to a
Exactly.
new life.
That's the
And
reason I labeled it the start.
yeah, yeah. And I mean, we've talked about this, and uh, and I'm so happy. I am so happy for you that you're doing this. Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you. I am too. I am too. And like,
yeah.
I'm not going to back down. I'm not. I
No,
am not going to back down. I've done made that decision, and I'm not going to take the crap anymore.
and you
Because,
should.
go ahead.
You shouldn't have to.
Right.
I mean, you don't have to.
No,
None of us have to.
no.
But
There
like
is
like
resources.
well, I'll be honest with you. I went like 20 years ago, maybe 25. It was like, okay, I need to go see a therapist.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, I I'm not conceited or anything, but everybody used to tell me how pretty I was. I was a very pretty woman. I didn't
You
see
are.
it,
You are a
but
beautiful
people
woman.
do. But I didn't see it. So I go to this
Same for
therapist
me.
and it's a guy, okay? So the first thing I do is I walk in there, he shakes my hand, calls me by my name, and he says, "You are a very beautiful woman." I thought, "Nope, you're not the guy I need to talk to."
Nope.
Nope, you're not.
Mm-mm.
No. So, and I never went back. And I just try to learn to, I mean, like, this is like really the first time I've talked about my life to anybody. You know, I mean,
Right.
this is crazy.
That's me too. I mean, I'm telling more than
Yeah,
than publicly, because I'm telling it. So this is telling the world, because anybody can click
right.
this. Anybody that can do whatever they want to with it.
Well, it's the beginning of a new life for you, and plus it's also a healing process too, you know.
Yes. And
And I feel
and
like,
me, go ahead.
well, I just feel like if I can come up here and talk with you, it's a healing process for me too. And the women in the chat, or anybody that wants to come up and talk and tell their story, it's a healing process for all of us. Or it's a new beginning for one or another, you know? Yeah. It's I mean, some people don't want us to know, but if you have a story,
Right,
that
right.
you want
And
to talk about, it just helps. It helps to talk.
yes, it does. And that's where this channel. I mean, yeah, we'll still do true crime. We'll still do true crime, but this is, and I want to tell
Like
you,
you do, Lou.
I want to tell you guys something. Is that this has been Wisconsin Mama's dream? Is
Yeah.
channel for where women can come and tell their story. And I want to thank her. I want to thank you for allowing me to do it.
You're
Because
welcome. I'm glad.
when you told me about it, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling this. I'm feeling this.
hmm Yeah. Yeah. And I appreciate you doing it because as women, we have a voice that needs to be heard. We hurt inside one way or the other. Someday, maybe our past or our future, our hearts hurt, you know.
Yes.
And just to be able to come up and tell your story, or just even tell us if you're having a good day or a bad day. We want to hear from you because I mean,
Right.
we are sisters, we are sisters, all of us. Some, we have some meaner sisters than others, but that's just the way it is.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Um, Crazy Chicken Lady, do you want to come up and talk?
Oh,
Or
come
would
on
you?
up, Craig.
Yeah. I mean, we're just women here, and we're here out of love for our fellow woman, for our fellow women. We want
Yeah.
we want to help women be stronger, help them, to take a hold of their life. Like I'm telling you, girls, I know you're saying, "Oh my God, she's staying," but it's not like that. I, I
Mm.
mean, I'm saying this publicly, and he knows that I mean business. I mean, something happened last year. Hashi knows exactly what happened last year,
Mhm.
and I thought that that would have been the one thing that would have, made him see the
Now
light.
you could have did that 5 times over, and he still went to see in the light.
Right, right.
It just,
But it took me to decide, hey, I'm
yeah,
gonna take care of me. My children are grown. Yeah, I
hmm,
got grandchildren, but those are my grandchildren. And I'm
right,
fortunate that their parents are taking care of them.
yeah,
There's a lot of grandparents that have to take care of their grandchildren, these days. And I applaud them for that. Toaster oven. Toaster oven. I would
oh,
greatly I would love for you to come on panel if you want to.
oh,
If you
toaster oven, you have to come up. I have to
Yes.
tell you what happened.
Yes.
I
Yes.
de I
Yes.
defended you.
She knows about it. She knows what happened.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, Wisconsin mama was saying, nope, not
Mm-mm. Nope.
toaster
Nope. Let's get this story straight. Yeah, I
Crazy
don't
chicken
like that.
lady, are you sure you don't want to come up, doll? I'm a big of a mess. I'm trying to get there. Okay, honey.
She
Just
says,
know
which one?
which one. Oh,
Oh,
the we're not saying any names here. So far, we haven't been had to say any names. Everybody sort of knows, but like I said, but oh well, it's okay. But
well,
yeah,
crazy chicken lady, I'm so glad that you're in here.
yes, I love your channel.
I love everybody in here.
Yeah, this is like I said. I want to have a safe place
Yes, yes,
for
yes,
everybody. Everybody.
yeah. And if you wanna like even come up and just if you're angry at somebody or just need to let loose, come on up.
Exactly, and this doesn't have to be about domestic violence. It doesn't have to be about marriage. You could have a story, a completely different story about something that happened in your childhood, or, a good story. It doesn't have to be a sad story or a bad story. You know, there's a lot of different stories out there, and we
You
want to
can
hear them.
hear them all. Hear them all.
Yes,
You can even
yes.
come up and tell us about how bad your crappy manager was today.
Were you a
Even tell,
crappy manager today?
oh, I was. I was so mad at myself. I actually left work for an hour before I went back.
Sometimes, sometimes you got to breathe.
Oh yeah, I had to breathe. I had to breathe before I walked off the job. So yeah.
I have found myself having to go. I worked at Lowe's. I was a manager at Lowe's.
Okay.
So we had what's called the bullpen, which the bullpen is the lumber yard in the back of the building.
Okay.
And when you became frustrated, That's where you went, because you could go out there and you could absolutely say whatever you wanted to say, scream as loud as you wanted to, let it out. And that I did that several times
Hmm.
because everybody that has ever been in retail before, yeah, it's a tough world. Not only
Yeah,
customer wise, but associate and employee wise. It's tough. It's tough.
it is. It is. Um, I guess if I'd known that it
Oh,
was going to be like
toaster,
this. Yeah,
toaster.
toaster.
Yes, ma'am. The exotic one will be fine. We'd love to hear about it. Sorry, Wisconsin moment.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I was actually reading it myself. You got some you got some pretty funny people over here. Like Hash Brown, she's funny, and
Oh my
Toaster
God, I
Evans, she's
love
funny.
Hashi.
They're all funny.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't like Hash Brown. I don't like retail either, but I'm just like I can't move on to a different job right now because I wouldn't be making what I'm making right now, and I'd be giving up a lot. So I'll just go and blow my cork at the end of the building or something, and take a deep breath and go back in and start again.
I
You
tell
know.
you, I was an assistant manager for Walmart too,
Oh
and I
wow.
was I was I was an assistant manager um, uh, at Fort Henry Drive Walmart, and I was
Oh,
on the night shift. And
oh,
being on the night shift and having to make sure that the trucks get put up and the store's ready for business the next morning while being open all night long at that
oh,
time because it was a super center. Well, that night I had two GM trucks, which is general merchandise. That's full, two 35-foot tractor trailers. I had a reefer truck, which was, it's food. That's a refrigerated truck. And then
did
I
you
had
did you call that a reefer truck?
reefer. Yeah, that's the nickname for it. It's a
Were my
refrigerated truck.
brownies were my brownies left in there?
Oh, well, I'd like to have some. Oh,
Oh, oh,
oh, Pasty, go Ohio. Go, girl. Y'all got it going on up there now. They just passed it. Good for you
oh.
all. But
So Toaster wants to know which what happened.
go ahead. Go ahead. You tell them. Well, let me finish. Let me finish my
Yeah, I
retail
want you to
story.
finish your story. Yeah.
But and I was an assistant manager, and in a super center at that time, there was the store manager and two co-managers. A co-manager on the food side, and a co-manager on the GM side, which general merchandise.
Okay.
And that night, the co-manager that was on the food side, she told me, which pets was considered to be on the food side at that time. She told me that she wanted every box that was in the back storage, which there was like bins in the back, like they were like 30 foot tall, 8 foot long, and there was uh, there was pet bins, and there was the merchandise that was in back stock as the pets. She said every box and pets bin will be touched. I'm like, okay. So I pulled everything out. Well, I didn't. I had somebody do it, but I had everything pulled out of the pet bins, and there was 27 pallets full of pets on the floor to be worked that night, not counting. And keep in mind, we still had the two GM trucks, the reefer truck.
Oh
So
my goodness.
yeah, Yeah. So only 4 pallets of pets went back out of 27 pallets. So I was pretty proud, I'm like, yeah. Well, needless to say, she came in that morning, and the department manager of pets was upset because he had to put those 4 pallets of merchandise back into the pet bins. Needless to say, yeah, he was upset because I told him, I need for you to put this back in there, label it, make sure everything's, where it should be. Well, he went to crying to her, and that he didn't think it was that we should be able to go home or. I, well,
Oh,
anyway, I ended up staying till 10 o'clock that morning, putting in that merchandise into the pet bins.
oh wow.
Yeah, after being there, getting there at 7 o'clock the night before, working all night, and I was supposed to have left at 7 that morning. We worked 12-hour shifts, but I ended up staying to 10. And when I went into the office to get my things, and she comes in and she says, which at that time, that in that time it was okay. I mean, basically they said what they wanted to say to the other. We were salaried managers, and they
Yeah.
said whatever they wanted to say.
Oh wow.
Well, she came in, and and I was upset. When I get angry enough to cry, I'm mad.
Yeah.
So, but I was getting my things, and I was trying to get the heck out of Dodge. Well, she came in slinging her stuff, and then in there in the office, because we shared that office,
Hmm.
and I lost it. I lost it, and I said, "F you." And
Wow.
so I went and got in my car, and it took me 30 minutes to get enough composure to be able to drive home.
Oh wow.
30
Wow.
minutes. So I drove home, and I decided that was the last day that I was going to work for Walmart. So
Yeah.
I went and I applied at Lowe's, and I got an interview at Lowe's just a couple days, and I was done.
Well, the good thing is you're able to get a job right away.
Yeah.
And another good thing is you got out of a toxic job. So
Yes.
two positives there for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell Toaster your story.
I don't want to draw attention over here from the negativity of a channel.
It is what it
So
is.
I'm sure Toaster, you heard about it last night um, on the animal channel. Because I don't want to say it. I don't want to cause any trouble with her. Because I
No.
don't want her over here.
Right.
Anyways, it was about the wreath. She was talking about the wreath and how pretty sure that toaster oven had stole it. Well, I'm in chat and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. And I go, why would you say that without any proof? Are you calling her a thief? And well, then one of the mods got on my tail and they said, respectfully, I said, if you can, how did I say it? I said, respectfully, what I'm saying is if you're going to call somebody a thief, you should probably have the proof to stand up behind it. And the mod said, well, her and Daisy got into it a couple days ago. So, oh, I just said her name. Darn it.
Oops. Oops.
Uh, oh, well,
Sorry, Daisy.
whatever.
Sorry, Daisy.
Sorry, Daisy. So she probably did steal it. And I said to her, I said, you have really got to be kidding me, you know. So I'm just saying, I don't I mean, was the sense of bash and toaster over that? I mean, it ticked me off. I mean, I was mad. I was like mad. I was gonna do a call in about it, but I knew she'd
Mhm.
hang up. She would have hung up on me.
Oh gosh, she'll recognize you. She recognized me
Oh yeah.
really quick.
But I mean, you just can't go around saying stuff like that. I mean,
Right.
I I'm just gonna say it. I think that lady has definitely inhaled too much cow gases. What is that called? The gas from a cow. Um,
Methane.
Methane. Yeah. I think she's high on methane all the time. I'm sorry, Daisy. Not.
We're not
I mean,
bashing you, Daisy, promise.
no, 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 but just stay out of the barn.
Uh,
I just
Toaster,
think
I'm
the guy,
sorry. I'm
I
sorry
just,
that was said.
yeah, I am too. But, oh, yeah, she did say that. Yeah, well, I just want you to know that I got just about any woman's back. If another one comes out and starts making accusations and they ain't got no receipt or anything, to show proof, I'm gonna back up my sister. I'm not gonna back up the one that's making accusations. I
No,
just I'm not doing that. I I'm
no.
I'm an adult. I am an adult.
Yeah,
And
we
some of
got
these women need to start acting like adults instead of high school girls, you know. I was
Yeah,
never
I'm
I was
tired.
I was never in I was never in were you ever in a group of girls in high school or junior high?
Oh my God, the clicks,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
clicks. Oh,
Yeah,
honey, yeah, but I wasn't in the the popular clique. I wasn't. I was
yeah.
in the when they one day they attacked. They all had me circled, and I was in the middle, and they were all around me. Yeah, that I was in
Mhm.
that. I was that person,
Yeah,
the bold person.
I was leaving junior high. I didn't have any friends. I didn't want any friends, I guess. And one girl came up to me and said, that girl's going to beat you up. And I'm like, well, who are you? And I go, what girl? And she goes, oh, you'll find out. And I got off the school property and there was a whole bunch of girls down there. And
Yes,
I'm walking by and they're like, get
they're
her, get
bringing
her.
pain.
They're like, get her, get her. And I turned around, I looked, and the girl goes, that's not even the right girl. I mean, I was scared. I thought I was going to get beat up on
Oh
because
my
I'm like, I
God.
don't even.
Oh, honey, I tell you what, I was in a hallway, and it was during the lunchtime, and
Yeah.
it's like all the high school went to lunch at the same time. Everybody went because it was
Hmm.
this is not a huge school. This was in a rural area school,
Right.
but and my boyfriend at the time went to the vocational school. So he had to catch a bus to go to the vocational school for the other half of the day. Well, I would stand with him at the end of the hallway until it was time for him to go get on the bus. Well, he went and got on the bus, and I started going back up the hallway. Well, honey, they all surrounded me. He was very popular. He all the girls really liked him.
Yeah.
But they encircled me, and I'm telling you, my shirt was almost torn off of me by the time I had made it into the office, because that's all I could think of was I need to get into the office, need to make it there.
Yeah.
But yeah, my shirt was nearly torn off of me by the time I got into the office. Yeah,
Wow.
it was bad. It was bad.
Yeah, I think that's why I just don't, I don't know, I never really belonged to, I always thought myself, I always thought as myself being a misfit,
Oh no.
you know, but, well, I have to just say hello to Deborah and hello. Hello, Deborah. It's
Yeah,
so
I
good
saw
to
that.
see
I saw
you.
that.
So good to see you. I'm glad you're here.
I noticed that, Hashi. I noticed that. We had some to leave us. Well, one. I don't know. I guess. No, we're not bashing Daisy. I promise. And you don't have to leave, but thinking that we're bashing her, we're not. Did we say
No,
anything mean? We did not say anything mean. All we said is what she did, what she said. That's it. And we, you did say she's high on methane. Shame on you, Wisconsin mama.
oh, come on. I was just joking. Hey, you know what? I'm not even going to go there.
Okay. It's
I'm
probably
not.
this like she said, let a dead dog lie.
Yep, you're
Yeah.
right. You're right. I'm not, she's not the kind of person that's going to get on my nerves or anything like that.
Tammy,
But when,
hey, good.
but like
Go
I
ahead.
said, don't go making accusations.
And to think that we're not going to stand up
Right, right.
for somebody, yeah.
And like I said,
You're
I will
not
stand
going to
up.
bully one of our
Exactly.
friends.
There you have it. There you have it. I mean, I will not.
Hey, Lucky
I will
Charms.
not stand by and watch somebody say something bad about another friend or sister of mine without having any receipts
Right.
or anything to back it up. You
You
know?
know, I was in the jerks today for a little while,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
and I did make a comment, and but my comment was, and I'll tell you exactly what it was. My comment was, I used to love being on the farm.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different place than what it was then. It's a
Yes.
different place.
Yes.
It is. It's not the same.
It was very caring, loving, friendly
Yes.
place to be. You know, ex except for me because like when I first started, somebody said I said something and then I didn't and whatever. I ended up emailing Miss Daisy and oops, and I did it again.
It's okay. It's okay.
Anyways,
Go ahead.
so
Go ahead. It's
but
fine.
we emailed each other back and forth and things were fine. I felt very welcomed over there, you know, but I've
Right.
seen it's not the same. The caring, the loving, the friendship, it's just not there anymore.
You
I mean,
know,
she used to talk about God a lot and she used to say verses and things like that. That's not there anymore.
you
It's
know, yeah, I agree. I agree 100%. You know, when she said, "Oh, Miss Chewy," I knew she couldn't be trusted. She
that
still
had to,
hasn't. That really hurt me. And then
yeah,
to block me from everything,
yeah,
somebody, because I want to tell you guys, I want to tell you all, I had that woman's back. I took care of her as a moderator.
yeah.
I I did. I did. I believed in what she was saying and what she was doing.
You believe she
And
was your friend.
yes, yes, I thought she was
Hmm.
my friend because I'm gonna tell you, I've got a lot of conversation between me and her.
Yeah.
and things. I ain't gonna go there.
You okay, so let me just say, you could. You
Yes,
could, but
I could
you
bring out a lot.
but you and just like, I did the same thing. I could have brought out a lot too, but I didn't.
No,
Because you know what? I'm more
that's not me. I'm not gonna
right.
stoop that low.
There you go. That's
Yeah,
there you go. And it I feel like I'm a better person because of that. Um,
right.
I feel like I'm a better person. Um, I'm stronger than what I used to be.
Me too.
Made me stronger. And you know what? And something like that, I mean, like I'm literally gonna say it, and please forgive me, but I have walked through hell many times and I have survived. So what a YouTuber did to me, that is was nothing. Nothing
Right.
compared to what I've been through. But
That's me.
yes, it did hurt though. It hurt.
Yes. Yes. Because I'll tell you, my, I would feel so much better about myself when I was in there and I was talking to these women, and we were discussing life events
Yeah.
and sharing life events, and I felt loved. I felt loved from these women.
Yes.
I did.
Yes.
I felt loved, and I miss so many of them. There is so many, like Brown Bear Jamboree.
Yeah, I miss
I
Brown
think
Bear
about
Jamboree.
her, and I get choked up
Yeah. I
because
she's a very sweet woman.
she's a very, very sweet woman, and
Mm-hmm.
she's going through a lot too.
Yeah.
And there's so many of them up over there that we told, our partial stories in the chat, and got to know each other and would pray for each other. I mean, pray, really, really pray for each other.
Right. Right.
And then to have that, just because, I mean, she done it to me 3 times. The third time was the last time. But
She did that 3 times to you?
oh yeah, yeah, I got unwrenched. Yeah, she did it 2 times before.
Oh
And
wow.
but I have recordings. Well, because Daisy is very. She likes to call. She likes to do in Messenger. She does voice recordings.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. So, and I have it on there. Her saying, "Oh, Miss Chewy, I'm so sorry. I love you. And I'm sorry I took your wrench, and I know you didn't do this. I know you didn't." And,
Right.
I can remember laying in bed, and I was
Yeah.
actually talking to Jinkies at the time. And I can remember laying in bed and be crying, so upset because she felt that way. Like she took my wrench. And then I went into the chat and told them, and I told them, I'm heartbroken. It's not
Oh,
that not that I'm not can't be a moderator anymore. I want to tell you, being a moderator is not easy
no.
in a lot
No.
in a lot of these places, because
Mm-hmm.
I will tell you one story about it is that she made me a managing mod,
Oh.
and yes, I was a managing mod, and she told me to look out for innocent until proven guilty, that she didn't trust her, that something was going on there, and that she was blocking and timing out way too many people, and that I had a manager wrench and for me to use it if I needed to.
Oh,
Well, you know
wow.
what? Yeah. One night I used it because one of the other mods, I'm not going to say his name, but he was giving Sherry down the road. I mean, he was talking terrible about Sherry. And
Yeah.
him and Sherry was arguing. And all I did was in the chat said, please keep your comments respectful, no arguing. I will have to time you out.
Yeah.
Well, God, I timed him out. And Lord, you thought that I had killed the Pope because who done that? Who done that? Why? I'm the only one that's going to do that. You know what?
Oh,
I got a recording saying different, saying
yeah.
different. And then so I went to her and I said, you know what? Well, I didn't go to her. I texted her and I told her, I said, you told me to do that. You were the one told me to watch out for her. But
Hmm.
then, but to, well, her, but you told me to use my wrench if I needed to.
And what you
And
did.
exactly, because they didn't need to
And
do
then it
that.
came back to bite you in the butt, didn't it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But you know what? Like we said before, everything happens for a reason.
Yep.
And if that hadn't happened to me, I wouldn't be sitting right here right now.
Neither one of us would be,
No,
you know. There's
no,
um there's a lot of different people in those chats now, and I don't know who they are, and
I don't either.
I I I have not given up hope on Summer, and I never will.
Oh,
But
no.
I'm not interested in a drama channel anymore. You know,
Oh,
I'm more interested in the straight crime fact channels. Um, I just I can't handle listening to all that hackling and arguing and fighting and name calling. It's like I can't do it
no,
anymore.
me neither. Me
You
neither.
know,
And I
there's
never, the only person that I ever said negative things about, and which is your nemesis. Yeah.
yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, well, I can't say that, you know, she didn't deserve it because look what she said about you, and you never even said anything about her. I mean,
Right.
I remember we were talking the other night. Remember when it was pretty much, I don't know, when I got on there and then I got on the farm channel and it's like I thought that you could go back and forth to channel, you know, and I guess it doesn't work like that, is what I learned. I mean, remember when we were like calling each other witches and I mean it got really bad there for a while, you know, and then it
Yeah,
was
it
like,
did.
whoa, this is just childish. I can't do this, you know, but you know, those are the old days, done and over with, you know. But I like I said, I can't handle the drama channels anymore. Um,
No,
so
no,
it's
me
not
neither.
that it's not that I've left Summer. I have just left the drama. That's what I've
Oh,
left.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And like, you know, which I think I've made this comment before, and I actually told my husband did this evening because My husband loves to to give his opinion. I'll put it that way. Give his opinion about people.
Mm.
He loves it. So I told him, I said, this is the way that I look at it. Because which I was telling Wisconsin Mama this earlier. He actually listened to Daisy and Prairie Garden last night. I was switching it back and forth, letting him listen to it. And he was just like, I never dreamed that's what the stuff you were listening to. And he says, you're right. It's very entertaining. And it is. It's very entertaining. It's
Well,
so funny. It's funny. It's sad. It's so sad. It's funny that it's funny is what it is. But
well,
and then some of it is so evil.
it is. It is. So when you see people making memes of other people, and you laugh at it, okay? So, you're laughing at it, and then all of a sudden it's like, whoa, wait a minute. What are you laughing at? Because that doesn't make you any better than her making fun of that person, And so I don't think that stuff is funny anymore. It's not funny to make fun of other people.
No,
And that's why I just don't watch it no more because I don't want to be that person,
no,
you
me
know.
neither. Me neither.
Yeah.
And I was I wanted him to hear it. And I,
Yeah.
took my earphones out and I was like, this is why I'm so upset. This is what makes me angry,
Hmm.
you know, and that this is what gives true crime a bad name.
Yes. Yes.
Why
Can I?
this is why where this right here is where tragedy pin. That's where that came from. You know,
Well,
and but what I told him, I was like, you know, I would rather be wrong for treating somebody and find out that the person that I treated good had done something wrong, done something bad, than
yeah.
to treat somebody bad and find out that person didn't do anything wrong.
Right. Right.
Because I'm the one that will be held accountable for that.
Exactly.
Me.
That now, and now because I said the D word, she's gonna come at you. You watch.
Yeah. It's okay.
But
It's okay.
I,
She
but
she
I,
has said terrible things about me. It's okay.
I actually had my husband one morning. I got up and I turned on. I don't even want to say her name. I'm not going to say her name because she'll just come after me. You know who I'm talking about. The
Yes.
channel
Yes.
I used to be on.
Yes.
Um, and I go, listen to this. And he was listening to it. And he goes, you're on that channel? And I go, no, not anymore. And he said to me, he goes, what is the matter with that lady? He goes, what is the matter with her? He goes, people actually listen to her. And I go, people love it. I
A
said,
lot of people.
because she knows exactly how to entertain people.
Yes.
Yeah. And he goes, I'm glad you don't listen to that anymore. And I go, yeah, me too. Wasting my time.
I can, like I said, I've told you this before. I can remember when you were up on Cam and Allie's panel. I
Oh,
was just
yeah.
like, how could you sit up there and talk about them like that? How can you sit up there and say stuff like that? I was so upset. I was like, I was giving Wisconsin Mama hell.
Yeah. You
And
probably were the one that blocked me and Daisy's to begin with.
possibly. Because
And
I'm gonna
look at
tell
us.
you what,
Look at
I
us now.
taught. Yeah, I know. I know. We're good friends. Good friends.
Yes.
Um, I I blocked a lot of people. Well, I wouldn't say that. Not a lot. There was some of them over there that, oh my God, anybody says the least little bit of thing, they would block them. And I would say, come on, mods, come on. There's no need
Yeah.
to block somebody for their opinion. There's a difference between an opinion and bashing. There's a
So,
big difference.
so being that we're gonna, we're being honest here, and this is for the chat too. But do you really think that, can I just ask, do you really think that she's there for Summer now? Or do you think she's there for other reasons? I mean, I wonder where her heart really is. I guess that's what I'm
I
asking. I
can tell you
wonder,
where it was. I can tell you where it was when I first found her channel.
yeah,
I can tell you where it was. It was there. It was to see what she could, you know, to get Summer's name out there, to bring, light to the case, that maybe, just maybe somebody out there might know something.
yeah,
Because Daisy's channel is the first channel that I subscribed to. The
yep, she,
very first one that I subscribed to, that I started going into, that I started, oh, wow,
yeah,
and like I said, I've told those people, and told those women in there that, yeah, this is my therapy. And I don't know how many times I've told them, you all are my therapy. You are what makes my day. I mean, because I'll tell you what my day consists of. It would consist of doing what I needed to do here, making
mm-hmm,
sure my house is clean, make sure my laundry's done, and making sure that Richard was fed, not his real name. Make sure he was fed, and and the dishes were done. Yeah, okay, it's time for me to be able to get my laptop out, sit down, and have me time with the women of YouTube, the women of true crime, the women on the
right.
phone.
She
And
was my first one, and then PG was my second one.
yeah, yeah, mine too. But I instantly fell in love with Jinkies.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
My God, everybody would be like, "Oh my God, it's Jinkies!"
Uh-huh.
We looked so forward to her coming into the chat and coming up on
Yeah,
panel. It was like, wow, wow. And then
she,
for me to be able to actually become friends with her, wow.
yeah, and
I'm gonna
true
tell you,
friends on
yeah, I'm
top
gonna
of
tell
it.
you something. Let me tell you something. That woman was there for me at my lowest time in my life.
Yep.
When I needed somebody that, her arms were stretched out and said, come on, she was
Mm-hmm.
there for me. And you know what? If I needed her right now, all I had to do was say, I need you. And she'd say, come on.
Yep. Yeah, I do believe she actually even opened her door for you, didn't she?
Yes, she did. I spent a few days with her, days and nights.
Yeah, that was the first time I met you was um when you were at her house.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah, we talked a little bit in Daisy's chat, but not much. But once you
Yeah.
were over at Jinkies, that's when I was over at Jinkies a lot. I
Hmm.
love that girl. I mean,
Oh my God.
she she reminds me of my daughter, and
Yeah.
just I just love her, I mean, I can't help it. I just love her. She's fun, she's crazy. She's just But right now she's hurting right now, and she needs all
She's
the
having
support.
a,
Yeah,
yes.
she
Yes.
needs support. Yes. She needs all the support she can get.
Yes. We need to reach out and, even if you can't do any kind of, which, to tell you the truth, she needs it not only mentally and she needs prayer, but if you are able to, financially, because
Yeah.
she's having it really, really rough. Can you imagine being in the predicament that she is? They postponed her court date again
What? Oh,
to the
he did
20
that.
to the 28th.
Yeah, he did that.
Yeah,
Yeah. And he'll do it again too. And he'll
yeah,
do it again until he's had enough of it. Huh.
right, right. It's well, he knows how I feel about it. Which I do call him names. I call him what is it? Has he big toe? And I can't remember why we got the name Big Toe. Can you remember, Ashley? I just wonder. You know who I'm missing right now? Sherry.
Yes.
She was over on the Jerks.
Was she really? What did I do to my
Yes,
phone?
she was over on the Jerks. So,
Sherry cracks me up. Can you hear me?
yeah,
Is
yeah,
there
you're
like a
good.
blue Is there a blue dot or something in front of my icon there? Because I touched something and no? Okay.
No, no, you're
Sherry is
good.
a crack up. Sherry is a fun, loving, crazy woman,
Yes, she is.
but
But
she's
you know what?
very wise with words.
Very wise with words, and she is very um, loyal
Yes, yes,
until until you do something to piss her off.
yeah, yeah.
She's going to tell you exactly what she thinks. She ain't going to hold nothing back.
No.
She just tells it like it is.
Well, and why shouldn't we? I mean,
Exactly.
why are we holding things
I've
back?
always been afraid to hurt somebody's feelings. I never want to intentionally hurt somebody's feelings, but I want to be able to be sincere and honest. If
I
you
don't
want to
think
ask me something,
yeah.
go ahead. Go ahead. Go
Well,
ahead.
I don't think I had any self-esteem until I turned like maybe 48, 49. I mean, I was just this meek lady I raised my kids and did, did the things I knew I had to get done, you know. Um,
Right.
but I never thought about myself or never thought about, oh, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that to that person because I don't want to hurt their feelings, even though it's the truth.
Right.
But now that I'm older, it was like, now that I'm older, it's like, why don't I just say the truth? You know? and I do, and I can see that I hurt people's feelings by it. But I always say, do you want me to tell you the truth, or do you want me to lie to you? That's what I say to them. They're like, well,
Right.
no, I want the
Because
truth. I want
that's why I say, do you want the truth or do you want, for it to be sugar coated? I said,
right,
because the truth will probably hurt,
yeah,
but it will help you in the long run. Because
yeah,
I mean, I want the truth. Because I'm gonna tell you something. As being in a career of retail, you better be able to take constructive criticism, because boy, you get it there, I'll tell you.
oh, you have to.
Right.
And you have
You have to
to.
give it too.
There was a guy one time that I used to work with, and this is gross, but he had a booger hanging out of his nose,
Oh
right?
God.
I know. And I go, can I tell you something? He goes, is it going to hurt my feelings? I go, no, but it might, you might be a little
Embarrassed.
embarrassed by it. And he goes, what? And I go, you got this huge booger hanging out of your nose. He's like, no, I don't. And I go, yeah, you
Yeah,
do.
you do.
No, go away, take care of it. You
Well,
it's
that's
just
like
so,
that.
no,
I
I'm
would
just
expect.
laughing.
I would expect my fellow um, female to tell me if I have that, or if I have eye boogers.
Yeah,
Wearing
yeah,
mascara, getting eye boogers. Please tell me. Please
yeah.
tell.
I got a coworker that comes in the other day. Do I stink? No, I mean, like, why are you asking me if you stink? That's what I said to her, and she goes, well, because I think my clothes are still a little damp in the dryer. So do they stink? And I'm not gonna smell you. Oh, yeah. Sometimes, sometimes, yeah, food in your teeth too. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah. So if I have a booger hanging in my eye, out of my nose, or something in my eye, or something wrong on my face, or if I stink,
I got
I
toilet
want to be.
paper hanging out my britches. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so that did happen to me, but it it did happen to me.
Ah, that's hilarious.
Oh my, yeah, I was coming back from the bathroom, and we were getting ready to close up the store, and my girlfriend was behind me, and she's just laughing so hard, and I'm like, what is the matter with you? And she goes, you have toilet paper hanging out of your pants. And I go, and I didn't believe her, because she was just that kind of girl. She was really funny. And I go, no, I don't. And I kept walking, and she's on her knees laughing. She goes, I am not kidding you. She goes, I feel like I'm in a movie right now. Oh, that was so embarrassing.
Yeah.
Oh, but funny. But funny. Yeah. Oh, it's just
That's a good one.
yeah,
Food in
that
your
was.
teeth. Yeah. Food in your teeth. Oh,
Yeah.
have a big piece of lettuce stuck in between your teeth.
Or, or you go to put your underwear on, and you just put them on, and yeah, work all day, and you're like, what is that in my butt? And you pull out a dryer sheet. No one,
Oh, did you?
uh, I didn't stink all day.
My my first cousin, and for her, I tell you, I'd love to be able to get her on here and let her tell some stories. Man, you all would love her. I'll have to
Yeah.
invite her on one time. But she moved to Nashville not long ago. But
Oh,
yeah, but she she says, man, she says, I was feeling so good. I knew I looked so good that day. I was in the elevator and, I had my dress on. And she says, I know I was one good hot mama that day.
Yeah.
But she says, for some reason, people were just like, I could hear them and they were like sniggering and like, yeah, I know I look good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she's like, yeah, thanks. And uh, she
I'm already
says,
laughing.
about lunchtime, she says, I had to go to the bathroom. And she says, I went to the bathroom and I was pulling up my dress, to do my business. And she says, I
Yeah.
felt something. I go, what is that? And she says, it was a pad that was stuck on the back of
Oh,
my butt. And she says, it had to be Destiny to put it on her little girl. She said it was, the strip was taken off of it and it was just stuck right to their butt. She says, I
I
didn't
bet she
know.
wasn't feeling so
She
sexy
says, but
after all.
no. But
Oh,
she
that's
is so funny. I know.
so
And this
embarrassing.
she is a cracker jack. But one day, once my mom and my aunt went to Michigan because my cousin, she was living up in Michigan at the time. So
Uh-huh.
I think that's her, or they was going up to see one of them. Anyway, they were going to Michigan. Well, they stopped at a gas station that has a unisex bathroom.
Oh,
Well, so my mom and my cousin had went and used the bathroom first, while my aunt was putting the the fuel into the vehicle. Well,
yeah.
so they came out and said, "Okay, go ahead. You go ahead and go to the bathroom." So Christine, sorry, that's her name. My cousin went and gave the key back to the desk while my aunt was in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
needless to say, my aunt was on her period
oh
and
no.
she was changing, and it was just a one toilet bathroom. When you open the door, there's the toilet. So she was changing,
Oh.
and it was a man, and he opened the door.
I would have died. I would have died.
And this, now keep in mind, Chris, that my cousin is the daughter of my aunt, and
Yeah. Yeah.
she's my my cousin was laying in the back seat, rolling, laughing so hard she could not breathe, and my aunt was furious. And it was,
Oh,
can you imagine sitting there and doing
no.
that, and then somebody opened the door on you? It was like, she said she went, said he slammed the door, went and took the key back, and he left.
Oh, I. And he probably got to his buddy's house and told everybody the story.
I'm sure he did.
Oh, that's funny. So we there is a guy at work. This is it's a kind of a guy thing, but it's kind of funny. So there was a guy at work, and he was going through a bag of golf clubs. That's what it was, a bag of golf clubs, cleaning out the pockets, right? And he goes, "Oh, jeepers!" He said, "This must have belonged to a woman because he pulled out some tampons, right?" And then there was one that had been open, and he goes, "You gotta be kidding me." He said, "I'm not touching that stuff." So, so yesterday there was a really cute bag that came in, and it had a bunch of women's pads in it. They were all still packaged up and everything. So I opened it up and I stuck them in that bag, individually all over in the pockets, and I set it on his table so he'd have to go through the bag. And he's going through the bag, and he throws the bag up in the air, and he goes, "What's the matter with you women?" He goes, "Don't you girls ever like just put these in one place? They have to be all over your purse." Oh man,
I
those
got.
men.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, it's just funny.
Okay, Hashi, what do you got there? Chief knocked on the door. Oh no, Hashi had a good one. There you go. Reminds me of the time when I was 4 or 5 and I thought my mom's pads was stickers and stuck a whole box on the tree. We live right next to the police station. Oh, so it was a tree outside, right?
Uh, that is
Oh,
funny.
that is funny.
Wow.
I'll tell you, I'm so glad I thought about my cousin. If I can get her to agree to come on here, she has time. But she she's crazy. She is one of those people that is just absolutely hilarious. Just like, she reminds me a lot of Jinkies.
You.
But she was and she just tells everything. She don't care. She just tells you if it happened to her, she'll tell you. But
I like
she,
those kind of women.
yeah, she's awesome.
It's like
But
you're so brave.
yeah, but she
Go lay down.
she was on the couch at the house they lived in, and she was pretty young, but she had to have breast reduction done. Her boobs were so huge that she had to
Uh,
have it done.
oh wow.
But yeah, so she was on the couch and she had her husband was in the military. I'll tell you that. He was in the military and he was stationed, overseas.
Uh-huh.
Well, he would call her at certain times and it'd be nighttime there, but it'd be daytime here.
Okay.
So they would have their conversations
Yeah.
while on the phone. Well, she said that she was on the couch and she said, I don't know. She said, I just didn't think about it. But she said, we were talking,
Yeah.
and she was playing with some toys when she was talking. And the UPS man came and
Oh.
her. And he just walked in front of the window. And she says, I wasn't expecting anybody to come up on the porch. And she says, you know, You have to walk up up a bunch of steps to get up to my door. And she
Yeah.
says, and I just turned around and looked. And she says, I saw him. And she says, I just rolled over into the floor. And she says, oh my God. And then she told me another one. Her husband actually was talking about this one, but she said that, that her and her husband had a few toys that they played with. But one day they were sitting in the living room, and their baby girl, she was probably about 4 or 5 at the time. She came through here and she says, "Mama's chicken leg." Here, mommy, here's your chicken leg.
That's funny. That's funny. Oh my gosh.
He said, he grabbed it and says, "That's not no chicken leg."
I mean, I think we all have had the episode where somebody's walked in on you.
Chickies! Girl, is your ears burning? I hope so, because, girl, I'm telling you what, we've been talking about you.
All
You
night,
want to come up?
Jinkies.
Yes. Yes, girl, we've been
All
talking
night,
about you.
Jinkies. Did somebody run over and tell you? Come on, Jinkies, come on up.
Oh, we've had a lot of fun laughing. Yeah, we have.
Yeah. Well, okay. I'll tell you mine, okay?
Okay.
So we're doing the duty in the bedroom during the afternoon, and my 8-year-old grandson walked in on us, right? He shuts the door and he goes back out, and his mom says, "What's going on? What's the matter?" And he starts clapping his hands, and he goes, "Grandma and Grandpa are doing that,"
I
and
still have Matthew.
he's clapping his hands, right? And I come out of the bedroom door, and she goes, "Mom," and I go, "Oh my gosh!" I said, "I'm so embarrassed." He is 25 years old,
Oh my
and he still talks about it. He goes, "I was scarred for a long time." Hey, Jinkies.
Wisconsin Mama Chewy. Y'all like my picture? I still got Matthew.
He was asleep, wasn't he?
He was asleep. Yeah, I picked on him. I got to change my avatar.
Yeah.
My ears was burning. I've been
Wait.
cooking for Logan all evening and cleaning the house. So I've not been online too much. I just pop in and out of everybody's lives. Popped over there at the OD's there for a moment. And
Oh,
my
Lord.
sister, and I'm like, I'm gone.
Mm.
That wasn't a party, huh?
You actually, she unblocks you, don't she?
I know they blocked me over there immediately.
Are you serious?
I was unblocked for a minute until I told Rhonda Lynn off yesterday.
Oh, that's who I got into it with yesterday. That's who it
Rhonda
was.
Lynn, yeah, that bitch.
Yeah, yeah.
Her and that innocent until proven guilty. I think they're the ones keeping Daisy all stirred up at her puss.
Well, yeah. Daisy's a grown woman. She knows what she's doing. All right. She makes her own
That
choices.
Rhonda Lynn, that Amy Lynn,
Annabelle.
Sarah.
Was it Annabelle?
Yeah, they're all.
I was telling the story about where Daisy asked me to keep an eye on when I was a manager mod, to keep an eye on innocent until proven guilty, because she was timing out and blocking way too many people. And
She gives money to her now, though. So I mean,
oh yeah,
but that's their day. I don't care about them. They're stupid.
We should come up with some kind of a ching ching song.
Yeah.
Cha-ching, cha-ching. Get those little tambourines that fit in your hand. What are they called? And you click them
Yeah, I know
together,
what you
those
mean.
clickers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
girl, we were talking about you. We talked
Yeah.
about
What you?
Yeah.
we were reminiscing. I was reminiscing in the beginning
Yeah.
and saying about how it was when I first found Daisy's channel.
Uh-huh.
How much we loved it and how good it was. And then whenever you would come in, everybody would go crazy and says Jinkies. Everybody was so happy to see you and so happy that you were coming up on channel because you made it so fun.
You
It
did.
was boring. You got to come up there and stir up the shit a little bit.
See? See, this is what I'm talking about. This is the girl that I love. You know?
Yes.
I mean, she's not boring. She's crazy. She's fun. You know,
Right.
she's
I mean, we
Right.
can talk about where'd she go? We can talk about serious stuff, and be serious. But you got to break up you got to break up some of the serious because it
yeah,
can wear you down.
Yes.
right.
Yes.
It can wear you
That's the
down.
reason
A
we
lot
were
of sad
talking.
things going on. A
Yeah,
lot
we
of
were
Well,
sad.
like
talking
tonight.
earlier.
Yeah, tonight we talked, we talked tonight, about a lot of serious things,
Serious stuff, yeah.
and then we went into, fun mode,
Yeah.
so we've been having a good time over here. So yeah,
Right.
you
They're
can't.
having fun. And
I
I
think
feel
it
like
accidentally started going to, talking about, I mean, we're not bashing her, not bashing your sister
no,
at
no,
all.
no,
Just
no.
telling the truth. We're just telling the
what
truth.
happened, Chewy? What's going on? I don't understand why she's being this way.
I don't know.
I don't want her to be this way. I
I don't
mean,
She's
either.
she has
I want
really
the old
changed.
Daisy back. I want the Daisy that I found 2 years ago. That's
Yeah,
what I want back.
she's just changed. I
But I
mean,
don't think it ever happened.
mm-mm. No, I don't think you're
She's
gonna
got
get that one back.
she's got too
what
many
did you
other
name the
people.
tree event, Chewy?
It was let me think here a second. It's on that video. It was the tree of hope and faith for the missing.
She's typing it. Can you hear her?
Chibley's
Yeah.
making something for her, the tree.
Oh, okay.
That's
The
the official
tree of
name.
hope and faith. The tree of hope and faith of the missing.
Erotic lessons, Toaster Oven.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're right,
Yes.
Tammy. That's when things went into
Like,
a
if you go back and
handbasket.
watch the video of last year's Christmas tree event, it was beautiful.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
telling you what, you know what, we were talking, me and Sherry, where Sherry is, by the way. She was over on the Jerks earlier. I'm going to have her hide. But we were talking about who all is going to be at the second annual and who all was at the first one.
Yeah.
And the separation of the people is so sad. Now, there's one person that's stuck in the middle. I really feel sorry for her.
Christine?
And no,
Oh.
we know where Christine is. I love
She's
Christine.
a die-hard Daisy lover.
Yes, she is. No, Scouts boo. Scouts boo.
Mm.
She has.
I never ask anybody to come my way or nothing like that.
Yeah.
You
No,
know,
I
We
think
should have never been put in that position.
No, you shouldn't
Never
have.
should have been ever been put in that position.
It is
everybody can love her and me too.
it is your life. I mean, this is your life. This isn't your life for somebody to take control of and tell you who you can choose and who you don't choose as a
Right.
friend, where you can go and where you can't go. That's not
Exactly.
that's not a true friendship.
No.
Yeah.
If my friend was to tell me, if you go there, I'm going to have nothing to do with you, I would
Right.
look at her and say, then I guess you weren't my friend to begin with.
Right. Me too.
You should never have to choose. And I'm
Right.
sorry that you were put in that position, Chewy.
Yes.
Hash
Yes.
brown,
I'm telling
chewy,
you.
and B.
Has
Yes.
all of
Yes.
you,
There
all
was,
of you.
yeah. I'm telling,
And
I was telling you. Well, you remember, Jinkies, I was crying. I was laying in the bed crying because of the way that, I mean, she had done me. I mean, because I was absolutely loyal to that woman. I was
Toaster's another
loyal to that
one.
woman. Yes.
yeah,
Well, here's the thing. What she don't realize is how much people did love her, including Chillbilly.
mhm.
Like, and I'm not
Yeah.
talking bad about her. I'm just
No,
No, we are
saying
not.
this
I'm
is
just
not a
telling the
bash
truth.
session. This is not a bash session, no matter how much innocent to proven guilty and them say it is. I hope she listens because this is like last year, the Christmas thing. Everybody was all upset because she didn't show up till later. They
Yes.
wanted to see her and be with her. Sherry laid on top of her when she got there. I mean,
Oh,
literally
really?
laid on top of her. I mean, didn't she?
Yes.
Like in her
Uh,
lap.
Yes.
And
We were
wow.
so excited to see her.
yes, Chillbilly was about ready to go get her. Like everybody wanted to see her. She was the one that they wanted to see. I mean, I was okay, but she
Yeah.
was their favorite, and I could see why. She's they started off in her channels, you
Right,
know,
right. Yeah,
and they loved her. Every
yeah.
one of them was all about her.
So
Jinkies,
maybe
was
what
she? Yeah, she was.
maybe what she should do is go and
Princess,
she,
she is not this year because she is not. She's on the naughty list.
well,
She chose.
she
She
she choose
chose
not to be.
not to be there.
Yeah,
You
She
know,
chose for this not to be a part of it.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of things going on with it, but it should have
But
never
like I
come to
said,
this
though,
point.
she was. Everybody that showed up wanted to see her. They
Yes.
wanted to surround her. They loved her.
yeah.
And now, I mean, it's like everybody's torn away from her. And
That's
ladies
just
have,
go ahead.
I don't know, like even Toaster did. Yeah, you was Toaster was all about her too. Everybody wanted to see her. A lot of
I
them already met me.
if I could say one thing to Daisy, this is what I would say. Go back and look at your YouTube videos when you first started and look at them now and ask yourself, what have I become? That's what I would say to her. Because
I know Toaster.
she's changed so much. I mean, literally seriously changed and not for the good.
I don't know. I just don't know whether she sees it or not, though.
I don't know.
I don't know.
She would if she went back.
Just like I said earlier, I pray that she does, because I miss that. I miss that. And I know she probably thinks, "Oh yeah, you miss it, and it's your fault, whatever." But you know what? I miss those people. I don't miss being there now, because I believe God took me away from there for a reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I miss a lot of the people, just like I was telling earlier. I miss Brown Bear Jamboree. I miss her so much, because that woman is so faithful. I mean, she's just a sweet, sweet, sweet person, and I miss
But
her terribly.
you also have to remember
You,
that
yeah, Princess Heights, you already know.
some women, like I said before, though, some women like the drama. You know,
Yes,
that's why they're there, because they like the drama. They like that
Biscuit
excitement.
head.
Oh
Oh my gosh.
Well, that
Lord.
could
You
She's a
biscuit
good
head.
one.
I love you.
She probably
that
could.
that could be. I mean, sometimes
Yeah.
that does cause a lot of stress on a woman.
Yeah, she probably could use a good raw piece.
I mean,
Never
like,
mind.
Yeah.
my gosh, I'm gonna be honest. If I haven't been laden over a few days, I'm gonna be pretty crabby about it. So if it's been like that long for her, no wonder she's just terrorizing
I'm in a
everybody.
relationship that her mine's 2 hours away, and that's tough.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I
Well,
was
Yeah.
that's
married for
another
16, I
whole
was married for
story
16
for me,
years,
girls.
and now I'm in a relationship with somebody that's 2 hours away, so that is tough.
Yeah. Want to meet? It's like, hey, hon, you want to meet halfway? I got a spot.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, it's tough. I'll tell you,
Oh, I bet it
but
is.
I wouldn't
I
trade nothing for him in the world.
no,
He's
Yeah.
my
no.
We
weirdo.
love him. We love Chillbilly.
I love him.
Yeah.
He's a
I know
pretty
you do.
he's a
He's a
pretty
pretty good
kickback
guy.
laid guy.
Yeah.
He's the true definition of a chillbilly. All of
Yeah.
unless somebody pulls out in front of him at a
He
gas
doesn't
pump.
A toaster oven.
really. Something must have happened.
He's a redneck, y'all.
No,
Shoot
there's nothing
first.
wrong with that. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Did you see what toaster oven wrote? Isn't that good?
Oh,
Toaster.
Oh, well, there's no kidding about anything here tonight. Everything's just coming right out.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
never
I
meant
don't
for
know,
this to
guys.
happen.
I
It's
really
okay.
have got. I'm not going to talk bad about her no more because that's being mean, and I'm
Well,
not
we're
going to
not
be mean.
talking bad about
No,
it.
I know we're not. I mean,
no.
I'm just saying in general that's being mean, and that's one of my mottos is I'm not going to be mean no more. That's one of my
Amen.
mottos.
Amen.
I'm mad at her. I haven't talked to her. I'm mad at her still
Well,
because
she's pretty made that clear on her own channel.
look, he's in here. You are a redneck.
You want to come
Oh,
up? You
hey,
want to come up? You're
Chillbilly.
welcome to come up, buddy.
Come on up, you redneck.
Ask him what kind of calendar he got today, y'all.
Oh yeah,
Ask
come
him
on,
about his
tell us about it.
calendar.
Come up here and tell us about it.
Come up here and tell him about that calendar you ordered, big boy. Show it to him, Chillbilly. Come show it to him. He's like, I'm not gonna go and get on my computer.
Hi, Julie.
But no, I just have not. I'm just not. Oh, I know
Well,
he's making something cool. But
okay.
I'm just not gonna participate.
Or feed into it.
Right.
In any
Right.
more of the shenanigans of anybody. I'm not going to be mean. I'm not going to condone meanness. I'm not going to be mean. All besides Justin being my sissy, and I'm his
I
big
love
mama.
Justin. I
will
love
always be his
Justin.
big mama, and he'll always be my sissy.
Yeah.
I will always participate in that.
Justin's really cool.
Yeah.
He's a
Yes.
cool guy.
We don't
and
agree on a lot of stuff, but we respectfully disagree.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
be nice to each other.
Well, yeah, there ain't
Yeah,
no
I love
hating. There's no hating. There's
None.
I
no,
don't plan on being mean at all. I won't. I'm, like little TT. She's just like,
She was in here earlier.
was she? She's
Yeah.
just so sweet, and she just don't want no
Oh my
part
gosh,
of it.
was,
And
yes.
I'm just, she's a good example. I just want to be nice. Being mean, there's too much out there going on in the world right now. And even to my ex, I'm not even going to be mean to him no more. I'm just
Well, I
not
think
doing it.
we said that
after
in the
what
beginning.
you sent me, oh my God, Jinkies, how? Oh.
It's got
I'm
worse.
sorry, girl. You
It's got worse, Chewy. It's got worse.
since a couple nights ago?
Since a minute or
Since
two
you-
ago.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. Are you able to present that stuff?
I
would.
wish he would just go on his own way and leave me alone.
But he's not going to as long as he can keep doing that to you.
Yeah.
You got to put an end to it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you're going to have to. I mean, do you have an attorney?
I do.
Take it all to him.
I
Him
know.
or her. Take everything.
She really said he's upset with me for some reason.
Uh-oh. What'd she do this time?
Not me. Sun King's upset at Chillbilly.
Oh, well, why?
He's always going to be
My
upset at Chillbilly.
gosh.
I mean, they're not going to be best of friends. They're just not going to be. He's always going to be upset with Chillbilly. Always. For the
Yeah.
rest of his
He will
life,
be.
he will be.
Yeah.
Yeah, he will be.
I'm not upset at his woman though.
Well, you're a different
Chow
breed.
mein. Chow mein ho.
Chow mein, ho, chow. You know, when you guys were talking about that the other night, I was just listening and you were saying that, and I'm like, what are they talking about? But he, like I said, though, he's always going to be upset with Chillbilly. Always.
Oh, he will. He'll always be upset at Chillbilly.
Mm-hmm.
He will.
So,
But he needs to be
yeah.
upset with himself because he's the one
Well-
that did this to himself. I tried.
Exactly.
I put 15 years of 50, 60, 40, 50, 60 hour work weeks. I would work overtime. I would sit here at my job. I dealt with payment processing, and some of my job included like emails that I had to send out. I would send out literally, I would come home and I would send out emails the rest of my evenings for like hours until I was falling asleep on my keyboard just to make ends meet. I mean, and he would watch me do it. He could help me do it, but he would watch me do it. And then when I bought the restaurant, I mean, I was doing it by myself. And that's a freaking family business I bought. He was his boss. He was his own boss. He didn't have to say, well, this person treated me bad, this one, that one. He was the boss. And when he went in there, he was the boss. But he didn't want to even do that. He didn't even want to help me with the restaurant. And that restaurant is so much work.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
so much.
yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. But you know what? You know what, Jinkies?
Really.
Do you
I
realize?
know, I heard.
Do you realize how many women look up to you?
I don't know.
Have you ever thought about it?
No, I really haven't because like I'm weak for allowing things to happen that I should have never allowed happen.
Jinkies, there are thousands. I'm not kidding. Look at your subscribers. Most of your subscribers are women.
Yeah.
And we see a strong woman when we look at you because you have endured stuff that, I mean, no one should have to. I mean, yeah, there's women just like Candace and Brandy and everything that's going on. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. But
No.
we're talking about a woman that, you know, you've got so much going on, but yet you get on here and you share your spirit and your laughter and everything with us, and it means so much. I mean, you got to go back and listen.
Jinkies has also showed part of her. She's also showed that she's been broken too.
Yes.
You know, you
And we
showed
see
that.
you share yourself with us, and that
Oh.
and that means a lot.
Well, you know, I mean, you got to. when I come in here and I talk to you guys, I'm not talking to, and I share my stuff. I'm not talking to people that I don't know. You guys know me. You're my friends. You're my family, and,
Yeah.
Daisy. And, like I said, Daisy is my sister at the end of the day.
Right.
And I do not hate her. I love my sister. I'm very hurt at her for some of the mean stuff that she said, for coming in between and hurting me and Chillbilly, and hurting, little Emmy and Logan, and some of the things she said and did. And I'm hurt at her for that. And she still can't see the reason why I'm hurt. And she's like, well, you said bad things about me. I don't think I said half as much as what she said about me, guys. I'm not going to lie.
You reacted.
I did.
Yes.
I
You
did.
That's what
reacted.
you did.
Yeah. So why do you think, like, was it this bad before, or did it get worse when you got together with Chillbilly? Your
So
relationship with
the
her.
whole thing come about is because I was really close with her, and
Yeah.
like I was going down there and practically staying with her for days, and I'd
Yeah.
probably still be if this wouldn't have happened, because I needed her.
Yeah.
I needed
Yeah.
my sister. I need her in my life, but I don't need the chaos and crazy with it.
Right.
And no, it's not your fault, Chubby. Hush. I need her still, but I can't do this. I can't one day go online and tell everybody to take hair samples of my kid and call the CPS and Chibby's little girl, and the next day say, "What you doing, Big Mama?" I can't do that. That's not, or
But why do you think she's doing this to you?
she gets mad at me. My mom was the same way. My mom would get mad and she would just spout off mean stuff. That's why I say
So
I'm used to it. My mom suffered from bipolar, and
I'm
she would get mad and bam, you're a dirty motherfucking bitch. That's what my mom would call me, So I'm pretty used to the abuse stuff.
okay. So that was with your mom. This is
Yeah.
your sister, and I know you love your sister. I mean, we all love our family.
Sorry,
But
Tree, I didn't mean to cuss.
No, honey,
But
you're fine. You're fine. I'll be right back.
Yeah. But it's time you have to make a choice whether you're going to let it continue or you're going to walk away from it and
Well,
just
of
walk
course.
away.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can never just walk away from your family. You
Well,
can not allow them to do that no more
right. And how are you going to stop
by
her from
walking
doing
away
that?
from when they start that crap, And I'm not, I said some bad stuff too, but I was reacting on a lot of the stuff that I said. And a lot
Well,
of the
I
stuff,
probably
and
would
I'm
have
going to be quite
too.
honest with you, a lot comes from people. And we both did the same thing. I went back and watched it. We had people that was coming in my chat and telling me stuff, and I was reacting because I couldn't watch her. And people was coming into her chat and was saying things saying that I said, and she would react, and that would make us get more and more raunchy. But
Yeah.
when she started on Chew Billy for no reason, that broke my heart, because I knew that was because I feel like she didn't want me happy. She was jealous.
You're right. You're right. She doesn't want you happy. She I feel like she wants what you have. You are happy and she is not happy. And
I
she is
mean,
jealous of your relationship with Chillbilly.
So honestly, I mean, we had an awesome time on Easter, man. Easter was fun as hell. We rode side by sides around. Logan drove the side by side, because I'm trying to teach him how to drive right now, and we just hung out. We all chatted. It was just a nice family event, and then it was the night of Summer's Day. I come back. I was real tired because we spent 2 days going over there. Me and Chillbilly did because we stayed out that one night, hanging out at the park. It was pretty nice, sweet, beautiful night. But and then I was real tired, so I went in and I laid down and I was out, and she was unalive. And
Oh,
well, then she got off her live and she recorded me snoring and
oh
me
yeah, I
sleeping.
remember that.
And
Yeah.
nobody wants to be recorded snoring, y'all. Nobody,
No.
because I'm sitting there going, with my mouth
Yeah.
hung open, and and I'm
Oh,
like,
I know. I was there. I heard you.
and and then she put it on there, and I'm like, don't do it. Well, she had already been up top because we kind of leaked the rooster story back out that she told on panel on one of my lives, and I hid it from everybody. And Sherry
Yeah.
was like, so she got mad at Sherry. She got mad at me, and then it all started from there.
Do you
You
think that
better
you
not have a
can't?
recording of me doing that. You snore. Chillbilly snores too, though. Listen, y'all.
Well, there's
He's a
nothing wrong.
snorer.
There's nothing wrong with people snoring. I mean,
No,
it's just, I mean, I
I
don't
think
know.
most people do it.
Yeah, I mean, I snore. And my husband says you're
Yeah.
snoring. I'm like, oh, not me. I don't snore.
No,
He goes, he
no.
goes, he goes, do you realize you just farted? And I'm like, I don't fart. You know, but
That's
it's life, and I don't know. I think whatever. It's just probably maybe it would be a good idea if when you go on your live and tell your mods, don't be coming over here and telling, or you chat or whatever, just tell them, please don't come over here and tell me what my sister said, because I don't
Well,
want to hear
everybody
it.
don't now. I think it's come to a point now. Nobody does.
I'm not texting you. I'm not
Um,
texting you, telling you anything.
You know, I
I'm
mean,
not
like,
going to.
I, I
that would
mean,
that would be like your first step of healing, you know?
well,
That
yeah,
would be the
but
first
she's got to stop
process.
with me too. Like she's got to stop talking about me too.
Well,
I
pretty
mean,
soon, though, Jinkies, if you have people not doing that, she ain't gonna have nothing to talk about.
right? That's
You know what I
true.
mean?
Yeah,
So, I
Oh my
mean, like,
gosh! Look at this.
I know. That's what I was saying. He snores. I hear,
oh!
Chili! God, you
Let me tell you something. I gotta tell y'all something. When I was staying with Jinkies, I don't know.
Yeah.
I,
Did you
I,
turn?
had,
Wait, did
I
you
had
turn on the recorder too?
no, but I didn't know what a phobia she has of poop.
Oh yeah, I can't do poop.
She has a terrible phobia of poop.
I flushed
Oh,
the
really?
toilet 10 times.
Oh, I can't clean the bathrooms at work either. No way, no way, no way. Mm-mm.
I
No.
have actually Daisy's name blocked in my chat. Her and Yanni's name is blocked on my admin panel.
Really? Hmm.
I didn't want nobody talking about them.
Well, that's good. Well,
As
you
far
just
as
need to.
Yanni hurt my feelings really, really bad because I really never did nothing to Yanni. And she was running over there and running her mouth on Chillbilly and Frankie as well.
And me
And
as
they was
well.
running their mouth on Chillbilly and a few other ones that, and who do they think they are that I'm not going to get mad that they're running their mouth on my boyfriend?
Well, I would get mad too if somebody was running their mouth on
How
my
would they
if I
like
had,
if I was running my mouth on
yeah.
theirs?
Right.
That hurt my feeling. You're supposed to be my friend, and you're running your mouth on my boyfriend.
Mm-hmm. Well, then I
Am I
would
supposed to be their friend? No.
no.
And
If somebody
not
is
that
out there
it
running
hurts
their
my
mouth on your,
feelings to think about it because I went over there and I seen them. It wasn't the fact that they took sides or whatever, because I've never
mm-hmm.
asked anybody to take sides. But you run your mouth on my boyfriend. That's not. I'm taking up for him. I'm sorry.
I think that Chewy and I talked
As
about
long as
this in
he's
the
in the right,
beginning.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, we talked about this in the beginning, and that is if somebody is we had said that if you have a friend or so-called friend and they're over in a chat running their mouth about you, or even
Yeah.
in real life
That's
running
not
their mouth about you,
That's not a friend.
that's not a friend.
No.
And I would
you didn't
tell you
need. You
that.
didn't need him. You didn't need him in the first place.
Mm-mm.
No, no. Um, I think I did tell Chewy, I think I did tell you that story about that girl at work.
Yeah.
That was heartbreaking. That I
Mhm.
actually I had a girlfriend at work. We had did things outside of work. We had worked together for 5 years. We had been friends for 5 years. A new girl came into work and she total gossiper. And my friend, my coworker, actually believed what this girl said that I supposedly said. So she came to me and I go, "Do you really believe that I would do something like that to you?" And she goes, "Well, at the time I thought you did." And I go, "I would never do
Why
that
didn't
to
you
you."
come to me?
I said, "I have supported you 100% through everything that you've been through." And I did. I said, I looked at her and I said, "I cannot be your friend." And she's like, "What?" And I go, "I can't." I said, "Because you don't trust me." 5 years of friendship down the drain
Yeah.
Yeah.
because you believed a coworker, one that just started over me. So,
Right.
I mean,
My husband is very jealous of my YouTube family, and you know, in being able because you know he knows what you guys mean to me. That
mhm,
because you having a true friendships. I mean, me and Jinkies talk on the phone. I just about said your name. Me and Wisconsin Mama talk on the phone.
mhm.
Me and
Yeah.
Sherry talk on the phone.
Toaster. I talk with Toaster. I talk
Did
with
you?
everybody on the phone.
Excuse me.
I
And
talk
Lady
with
Seven Up.
Lady 7 Up on the phone.
And me and Hashi. We
Hashy.
we we chat. I mean, we text all the time.
Mhm.
And he doesn't understand
Yeah.
how I said,
Oh,
how
biscuit head, you would never be left out.
Biscuit Head, Lord have mercy. No,
Push good head.
he's love you, but he is jealous of everyone. He's jealous of them, and he is absolutely uh,
Well, he
uh,
he
chill
wouldn't
Bill.
be if he wouldn't be if he wouldn't be if he would go find something to do with his life.
I know.
And
Which
but we know
I
what
told him, you go with me. Come with me. We're going to go to the tree event. You can come with me.
yeah,
Come right on
yeah.
with me. I
We're
don't.
supposed to go. Me and Chewy is supposed to go down to Sherry's
We
for a
are.
girls'
We are
weekend.
going. We are
But
going.
I got a
We're
feeling
gonna.
Chiblee wants to tote along too, so we'll have to pack him. We'll let him drive, Chewy.
Oh my God! My
You
husband
know,
will have
it really
a
sucks living.
howl.
It sucks
He
living
will
so
have
far
it.
away from you
He
guys.
thinks. He thinks that I have the hots for Chipley.
It's
I
okay.
do. I'm
I'll
serious.
share, Chewy.
No, don't say that. You'll
Well,
get her
I
I'm
in for
told
kidding with
you.
trouble.
you. I'm
I
kidding with
told
you guys.
no, I told you what he said that me and you needed to get. I'm like, you're crazy. You're crazy. But no, Chillbilly is Jinkies. But Chillbilly is a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
He is a good friend, and I am thankful to have him as a friend.
Well, he
All
loves
right.
you.
I love him. I do. And I
Toaster
Me
says,
love
too.
Emmy.
Toaster
But
says,
I
I'm
didn't
worried
mean
about Roan Mountain. Has anybody heard from Roan
I haven't.
Mountain lately?
She does that though. She
Oh,
stays gone
Tammy.
a long time.
Tammy, come to the tree event. We're going to try to all meet up by 12 o'clock at the Fort Henry Mall in the movie theater section.
Yeah.
But I was looking, and I'm kind of getting nervous now, guys. I'm not lying. What if we don't have enough decoration? We're going to have to go buy some.
Well, that's what I was thinking. We're going to be in a mall. The Walmart's just right down the road. I mean,
Right.
just literally up the street.
Right. What is?
And
Or we go to the Hobby Lobby and get some cute ones.
yeah,
We got plenty of the picture frame ornaments. We got plenty of them.
right.
We're just lacking in like filler ornaments.
Fillers, yeah.
Yeah.
Smaller
I mean,
ornaments,
we
you
can
mean? Or bulbs?
just bulbs.
We got bulbs. We got bulbs. But I feel like we're gonna need a little bit more. I don't know. We may have it all. I don't know. We'll see. Like you said, it's just down the road. We got Hobby Lobby and Walmart,
Yes. Yes. Target.
Target.
There's all
I,
everything.
Chiverly's making a special one for Michael and for Summer.
Summer.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is wonderful.
Yeah.
Chibili, you're awesome.
Well,
Yeah,
he cares.
Yes.
yeah.
How many? I mean, we don't. You know, you guys. We don't have many men at all. At all.
Mm-mm.
We've got Bobo, Bobby G, Chew Billy, Ronald, Michael.
I like Bobby G.
Oh, too. We got Michael Cunningham, Matthew Cunningham. He's gonna kick my tail. Matthew Cunningham. We have.
Oh yeah, Matthew. I love Matthew.
We got Matthew. Rap. We got Rap. We got.
Has he been quiet for a while lately
you.
or what?
He has. He's going through a lot.
Yeah.
He is. Yeah. He's going through a lot. He's got a lot going on with him. And people think they know, but they really don't know.
No.
People think, oh, they know what's going on, but they really don't know. And a lot of other creators are running around with their tails going wild, acting like they know what's going on. They really don't know. And
well,
he's got a lot going on.
Here's my thought process. It ain't none of their business what he's going through.
Right. But they make it their business, and people are very ruthless on the streets. So,
yeah. Oh,
he's got a lot going on. I do feel sorry for him because he really has a lot going on right now.
He does. He does.
Wow. I think Chewy and I have found out what the streets are really like.
I think we all that's been here a while know about the streets.
Yeah. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter if you put kind words out there. And some of the chats, they just, I mean, like, oh no, we're not going to have no nice words in here. You're out of here.
Right.
I just wish
they don't recognize you. If you say something good or say something nice, nobody recognizes you.
Jane is 25 cents. We got him.
That's cool.
Hey, have you talked to him?
He stays in Daisy's.
I know. That's what I'm talking about in our family. I mean, and I hate to say it that way. I hate to say it that way because we were forced to choose. No, we didn't choose. We were thrown out.
Yeah, like garbage.
Tossed, yes.
Like garbage.
We were thrown away, is what we were. But you know what? I if I had to have chose, if I really had to have chose, God knows what I would have chose. And I think you all know
Oh yeah.
because
I'm going
as
to Misfit
loyal.
Land for Christmas. I'm going to Misfit Island for Christmas. I'll be a broken toy and Santa will come and
Wonder
fix
what
me.
happened with PG. Wonder what happened with PG and her island. Remember her island?
Oh my goodness, I don't know.
You were you and Chewy was on the
I just
Lego.
come to an understanding. I unfollow. I don't subscribe to PG anymore, so I don't know
Oh, I
what
don't
she's doing or
either.
what she's saying.
Right.
I
Mm.
finally broke down and said I am not, because her and I just we're not two of a kind of any kind. So I
Right.
figured she stays on her side of the fence, I'll stay on mine. I won't
That's
talk about her. She can do her
no.
thing,
Have
I'll
we?
do mine.
Which we haven't been. We haven't been
No,
No,
saying anything
we
about
haven't
it.
been either.
no.
Mm.
She's
No,
you know,
except I did say something really bad about Daisy tonight. I'll confess. I told her
She
I think
said,
she's been in the cow barn too long, inhaling too much methane gas.
I think gas.
Methane gas.
Well,
cow farts. Cow
Cow
farts.
fart.
our of hearts.
I think she's been in the barn smelling the cow farts too much.
I don't listen. I don't go on a lot of panels. Just
She didn't
yours,
even laugh. She didn't even laugh.
Matthew.
She what?
She
Oh,
didn't even laugh.
I don't go on a lot of panels, just like yours and Matthew's, and um,
And
mine.
yours. Yeah.
I don't go on a lot of panels.
I don't. I go
Sailor
on
Roses sometimes.
yours and mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just go to Jinkies and then I come here. And maybe once in a while I'll pop into Daisy's.
The only time I was ever on Daisy's panel was when my dad was sick
Yeah.
and when he was in the hospital. That's the only time that I ever.
Juju. Juju, you gonna be there on Saturday?
I hope so. We need some juju for sure.
We are gonna. It's gonna be a good crew, guys, and we're gonna be inside the mall. It's gonna be safe. It's gonna be a good crew.
Well, you guys are going to have to do a video and send it to me.
Oh, we will.
Oh,
We will.
definitely. Kimberly went and bought a tripod, so we're going to just set the camera up and let it go instead of having to hold it.
Yeah.
I was looking at what I wore last year, the boots that I wore. I'm like, Ruth, start saying my name.
Oh, what was your name?
Why in the world? Why did you wear that? I'm like,
Listen, even when she came to my house, she was here for several days. I still called her Chewy. Did I not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't call her by her name.
I do.
call her on the
I call you Evelyn sometimes, but most of the time it's Jinx.
Yeah.
It just fits.
Yeah,
you know.
it fits.
Well, I'll tell y'all my nickname, which everybody in the world that knows me knows me as Riri.
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 That's a
Listen,
not so popular name now.
Listen, hey Siri, call Miss Chewy.
Calling Riri's Miss Chewy phone.
Riri.
I was calling you. Hold on. Is she calling you?
Not yet.
No, it didn't call you.
Okay.
It attempted it and I hung it up.
Well, I have mine under Chewy too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Riri Chewy, it said. Miss Chewy.
Okay. Yeah. But that's just what my daddy gave me that nickname when I was a baby. His cousin.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Chewy.
No, it's okay. His cousin's wife was called that. And when I was a baby, that's what everybody knows me. And it's not so popular anymore because it's a really disrespectful name that people call mentally challenged people, you know?
Oh.
Toaster, you're beautiful.
Yes,
Toaster,
she
you
is.
are
I
a
love
beautiful
Toaster.
woman.
Yes,
Yeah.
you are.
Toaster Evan, the tripod's going to be setting up, so it's not going to be pointing towards. It won't be. If you stay away from the front of the tripod, you'll be fine.
Toaster
It won't
oven.
be rotating around the room like last year. It's going to be set up probably on the Christmas tree, and whoever goes up and puts ornaments on the tree.
Toaster oven. I would love for you one day, if you felt comfortable enough. You won't be on camera. We can fix you just like Wisconsin Mama is. But I'd love for you to come up and share your story with everybody. If you ever if you could, or if you would.
You would, chicken lady. You would. Because that's who you know us as. I'll always be Jinkies to you all.
Yeah, you'll
Wisconsin
always
Mama
be.
will always be Wisconsin Mama to me. I
Mhm.
know what her real name is.
Although I
Yes.
did try to change my name to Brownie Baker.
I
Did you
know, I
really?
know. She did.
I
God, you
did
got
change
it.
it to Brownie
She's
Baker.
coming. She's coming in the spring, and she's going to bring us some brownies.
Taylor Rose.
Mm-hmm. I know. I tried to get down there this year, and I just couldn't get work off. So, KU and I are definitely coming. We are hoping in April or May. Yep. So
That's great.
I can go in the mountains, and I went in the. We were in Gatlinburg one time, and we went up to the mountains. Me and my sister and my husband and son, brother-in-law. Like I'm telling you, we had to pee, right? So there's this little tiny church up there, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't wait. So we got behind the church and got into the woods a little bit, and we peed and got up and turned around. It was like, oh my gosh, where are we? Yeah, it was like we were lost. It,
Oh
it
my
was that
gosh.
it was that quick that we were
Yeah.
lost. And I said, don't move. I go, let's call our husbands.
Do you
And so we
realize you
called.
were only like a little over half an hour away from me then?
Yeah, yeah. But that was like 5 years ago. I
But
miss coming down there. I love Nashville. I mean, oh, Nashville, I could spend a whole week down there. Um, but I had a really good time down there. And they're all like, good thing the rattlesnake didn't bite you girls in the butt when you were taking the leak out there behind the church.
well,
But no, we are coming, and no ifs and buts about it this
we're
year.
excited. We're so excited.
Yeah,
I
gonna
can't
meet
wait.
Chinky.
Sayla! Sayla! Hey, girl.
Oh, is she in here?
I love Sayla. Yes.
Oh, Selah, you need to
Welcome,
come
girl.
up.
Yeah,
Come on
you
up,
can.
Selah.
Love you, Sayla.
Oh yeah, I don't blame you, Toaster Oven. I mean, like
No, I don't
I
either.
don't blame you.
But you know
Not
what?
at all.
We're safe here. We're not going to let anybody bash you or say anything to you in here.
I could never say a bad word about that woman. She
No,
just cracks
never.
me up. She's so
I
funny.
know. She comes up with some stuff, don't she?
Mm-hmm.
And you should. And when you meet her, she's something else. She is so funny.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you have a good group over here. You have a
Oh
lot of
yeah.
good supporters
Oh
over
yeah.
here. Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
There she is.
Hey,
Hey.
how are y'all doing?
Good. How are you?
I came in late. I'm sorry. My daughter came in from church and was chatting, so we were just talking, and I didn't realize how late it was.
That's okay. It's okay.
Well,
So
you
how's
guys
everybody doing?
must
We're
be
doing
like an
good.
hour ahead of me.
We're an hour ahead.
It's almost 11 o'clock here.
Oh well, it's 10:52 where I am.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's 10. It's
It's
10:52
10:52
where
here
I am
too.
too.
So y'all are in the
Yeah.
same time zone I am then. Well, except for, is that
Just
Wisconsin Mama over there?
yeah, that's me.
Hey, Wisconsin Mama.
Hey,
I wasn't
it's good to
sure.
see
I
you.
wasn't sure because I didn't see your name or anything. There.
Oh,
Biscuit Head, I would
Yeah.
definitely call you Biscuit Head. I'll
I
call you
love that
Biscuit.
name. I love that name, Biscuit Head.
I'm gonna sing the song to you,
I
Biscuit
know.
Head, Biscuit Head.
Chewy, you look so good.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Nice, she's
You look
so
Y'all,
pretty.
beautiful.
y'all saw me in that video, and I was like, that's not what I normally look like every day. I do fix myself.
Oh, you're
up.
beautiful. Naturally, without makeup and nothing.
Oh,
Isn't she?
Jinky and Jinky's is too. I mean, all of these women up here are beautiful.
oh my gosh.
Yeah. Look at my
You
face.
know,
I'm gorgeous. I don't even have a zit.
I mean, you're
yes, you
beautiful.
are.
Yes. And like with no makeup, that's what I'm saying. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like when people are just like the regular self and you can see the beauty naturally,
Yeah.
that's when you can
Yeah.
see. Well, the inner beauty always shines through anyway.
I've never had like my makeup done. I would like to just like
Really?
have my makeup done.
Oh, I've had
really
mine done. I've had glamour shots done. I had glamour shots done when I was.
Oh, really?
Well, that's what I've done my whole life is professional makeup and hair. Like I did makeup and hair for a lot of the contestants from like the Miss South Carolina organization and the
Oh,
preliminaries
really?
for that. And yeah, like I'm
Wait,
friends with a couple.
how far away do you live?
I'm right below Tennessee, not far.
Oh, see, that's where I gotta go. I gotta go to Tennessee, to get to meet everybody,
Well,
to get my
I
hair
told
done.
Jinkies we all need to all try to make a girls trip somewhere and like try to
You
go
know
to the
what?
beach or something. For
Yeah,
real.
that would be nice. That would
All
be
of
nice.
us have been through so much. We just need to get together, let our hair down, get over there in the hot jacuzzi and just have a glass of wine and cry and talk about it all.
But there is a place, there is a rental on Panama Beach, and it sleeps 8 people, and then it has like a guest house, and so there was like 14 of us that went down there, and it cost us each of us like $40 to
Yeah.
spend like
See?
4 days
I'm
down
down,
there.
girls. I'm down.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Yes,
I'm
I'm
ready
saying
to
if we get
go.
enough
Let's
girls to
go.
go, like it won't be that much
Mhm.
for each of us. It'll be a lot less expensive to do it that
Yeah, it
way.
would be so much
I'm down,
expensive.
And
girls. Let me know.
exclusively women only.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct. Listen, all
Yes.
of us are in at least one day. If we hadn't gone through it, we will be. Well, I've gone through it, but Jinkies is not old enough yet. But there's some who hadn't gone through it yet. But one day you will. It's called menopause for a reason.
Yes.
We take a
Yes.
pause from the men, especially
Yeah.
during that time.
Yeah, we should
That's
plan it
true.
to like we
We'll
should
call
plan
it
it
a
like
menopause trip.
Hey,
Let's
they
do it.
said
I'm down, girls. I'm down.
they said I was done doing that stuff, and I think that my doctor lied to me.
Yeah. They never tell us the truth
Yeah.
about anything.
No. But we should
I
talk
think
about
it'd be
it.
fun. Yeah, we
And
should.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm in there.
But we want to
I
do it now.
am.
We want to do it
Let's
before
do it.
May. We want to do it before May because we want to do it before spring break.
Yeah, before the rates hike back up too.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
rates will go back up. So
And also, I
will,
like it when it's not crowded. Like whenever there's, less people there,
Yeah.
because you can enjoy yourself more.
I've been down there in November, and it was a little chilly up until like 10 o'clock in the morning, and then it was like blazing hot,
Ah, yeah. See,
which
it's nice
is
to get in the
fine.
hot tubs and stuff like on the ocean when it's cool. Feels good.
Yeah. Yeah. So let me get the information from my sister, and
Yeah.
we'll see how many girls we can get together, and let's do this.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm ready.
And like,
I said-
Let's do it, girls. I'm down.
I
Yeah.
am.
now, although the drive for me is 24 hours, so
So me and Chewy,
oh.
I can pick Chewy up, and on our way down, we'll swing by and pick up Sayla. And if Sherry wants to go, she can go.
yeah, because that's
Yeah.
all on the way.
Yeah.
Like all in a
Yeah.
line, right down, going down all the
Right.
way to Florida.
yeah, and then we'll
We'll
get
put Sayla in the
Katie
back
to
seat with Sherry.
And I'll keep her calm. I'll hold her bone.
You have to hold her. Oh Lord.
So if we
We
can
have
get
to
up
get her a
to like,
Valium.
if we can get up to like 12 women, Oh my gosh, I hope there's no cat fights.
No,
No.
it'll be no
Only-
drama. No drama mama's going.
No drama mamas. So if we can get up to like 12 to 14.
It's gonna be after Christmas, Hash Brown.
Yeah,
Oh
it'd be
yeah,
after
after
Christmas.
Christmas, after the
It'd
holidays.
be like in April. It'd be like in April.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like March, April, something like that, before the kiddies start heading down there.
Right.
Oh my
Spring break.
goodness, Hash
Oh,
Brown.
God.
Tammy
I don't
said
even-
she'd hold Sherry's beer.
We'll get Sherry one of those hats that you put beer on each side.
Just be
Yeah.
prepared. She does show her titties a lot, y'all.
She
Y'all
can
can see
suck it out
Sherry's
of the
titties
straw.
multiple
The
times.
beer.
Oh well, as long as it's not online, we can deal with it.
No.
Oh, I remember that night.
Right?
I remember that night. Yeah.
Oh, we can
That's
cross
a
the,
good
we can
deed.
cross the street. We can get martinis for 99 cents.
Oh,
wow.
There's a club. It's not a club. It's just like a beach bar,
Yellow
and they got
Yeah.
karaoke on the beach, and it's called Sharkies, and they'll pick you up in golf carts and take you down there so you don't drink and drive.
Oh, cool.
I don't know,
Sing
maybe
karaoke and stuff. I love it there.
maybe I'll just fly down.
I started to say that would be
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't want to drive 24 hours down there. That's a 2-day drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The airport's like I think the airport is like 2 hours away from where we stayed, and it was beautiful where we stayed. So I'll get the info and
Or even you
let's
might could work
find-
it out and you could go and see how much it is to fly only maybe down halfway to Tennessee or to where I am. And then
Oh,
you could
yeah.
we could meet you, pick you up at the airport. And then that way you'd be in the car and just drive on down with all of us.
Yeah,
So
we
that
could
way
do
it'd be
that.
cheaper.
Probably have to take
Yeah.
my vehicle because my vehicle seats 8. So
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've got an Equinox that seats 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I guess. But it's got the big open for the luggage in the back. So
Yeah, we have
we
luggage.
go like a
Chewy's got a big
convoy.
car.
yeah.
Anybody,
got like a big
wants to
car.
drive me can drive me. I hate driving.
Oh, I
Oh,
love
yeah.
driving. I love driving.
I kind of like
I-
control. Yeah, with that one. But I don't like them
I
big
hate
rigs.
driving.
I hate
We'll sit
those
back
big
there.
old
Me and
rigs.
Sailor Rose will sit back there with Sherry.
I'm
Yeah.
used to it. I'm used
Making
to
sure
driving.
she's
That's
stuck.
calm.
all I
making
do.
sure
I
she-
always drive.
I know. Well, I'll catch a contact buzz going down there, when Sherry's smoking her weed.
Well, that's good. We'll
Sorry
be
to say.
relaxed. We'll all be good and
Bananas
relaxed.
and peaches. Chewy bananas and peaches.
Yes.
We'll be, you make sure you bring in brownies there, brownie maker.
Oh, and listen,
Oh.
Florida, they got
You
the
can't on the
dispensaries.
plane.
Well,
What's
down
that?
in Florida, though, they got dispensaries. You
We'll
can just
bring
walk
the
right in
ingredients in your
dispensary.
car.
We can cook them up. We can cook them at the Airbnb or
Oh.
at the place.
It's just
We can
CBD.
cook 'em. We can cook 'em.
Yeah.
Just
Just
CBD.
CBD. Just
Oh, it's
CBD.
legal everywhere.
My
No,
gosh.
just CBD.
If
Right.
I fed you guys all those brownies, none of you guys are moving for the day.
That sounds good, though. That's fun. That's what vacation's for.
To be like, I'm gonna go lay out in the
We
sun
sit
and
now.
I'm gonna come back
We sit
looking like
outside
that.
in front of a campfire and we'll be
Yeah.
all giggling. They'll kick us out of the hotel or wherever we're at.
Oh, and then we'll have to get those. We'll have to get those little butterfly nets so we can go and chase crabs at night on the beach.
Oh, that'd be so
That
fun.
would be so fun.
Flashlights, and you run and try to catch those little crabs.
I like
Oh,
Oh,
geez,
yeah.
I
I
want
like
to do
looking
this,
for sharks,
guys.
too.
I really want to do
I do
this.
too.
That would be so
Yeah.
fun. I think we all need it. Honestly, we've all gone through
I
our
do.
own private,
I think
personal
we do.
hell lately in the last year. I think we've.
I'm
And it's
ready.
just, we got just enough time to plan it out to make it
Mhm.
special.
And where it won't
Yeah.
be so hard on us too, because we can pay a little bit along, even what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Yeah, and like
Oh,
separate
yeah.
it up between everybody. It'll be a lot less
We sleep
expensive.
on the beach in a tent. That sounds nice too.
Mm-hmm.
No, Chill Billy will not be the cabana boy.
Will not be bad. We're sorry, but Mr. Shelley can't come.
No.
They
No.
have there's another island called, there's another island
Yo,
that we can
Billy.
go. And it's called
Yeah, I was calling him Shellbilly the other day.
Yeah,
Shellbilly.
Billy.
Shellbilly.
But it's called White
Yes,
Beach,
Hatchie. And you're
and
going.
your feet actually
Hatchie
squeak
is
in the
going.
sand there.
Really? Where's that at?
Down by
Well, no,
Panama.
Ronald lives in
Yeah.
Fort Walton Beach. We'll have to go and raid his house.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. Oh
Can you
Ronald
yeah.
lives in Fort Walton Beach, which is up the road 30 minutes from Panama City.
Because that's all on the Gulf, isn't it? That's all
Yeah,
where
it's
the real pretty water
beautiful.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the white
Well,
sugar sand. Mhm.
well, so if we took a trip over to the White Beach, it's beautiful. It's all white, and then the ocean is a beautiful turquoise blue.
Yeah, that's what
Oh, it's gorgeous. Yeah.
I've only seen it in
So,
pictures, but I can imagine it's way prettier in
Oh,
person.
yeah.
oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, let's plan
Which
it.
it is in
Shirley?
Panama City, too. The ocean's pretty. Panama
Yeah.
City, it blue in there, too.
Take
Yeah.
me down to the paradise.
You
It
know,
makes me
my
think of that song.
cousin
Mhm.
owns a house somewhere down there. She
Really?
owns it. Yeah.
Oh,
Really?
wow.
Check into that, Wisconsin.
check
Girl.
into
We
that.
will go.
Oh,
I
I'm
don't
going
I
to.
don't know how many it sleeps, but hey,
We
girls,
can
we
sleep
can
on the
We
floor.
can double
That's what I said.
up.
Girl,
We
bring
can
a blow-up mattress.
blow up beds.
Yeah.
They Target's got them on sale for $80 right now.
Yeah, I got one. I got a single
I got a
one.
I
I
got
have
a
a
blow up
double.
bed. You call your
Exactly.
cousin. Wait, where in
Yeah,
Florida is
she does.
she?
She owns. I'll have to talk. I'll have to talk to her and see where it is because she. I mean, yeah, she owns a house down there, and she's told me I'm welcome to it whenever I want it.
Hey,
Well,
did
that's
you say you
nice.
plus your 12 friends?
That's
Yeah.
who you have to
She
talk
wouldn't
to.
care. As long as it's
Plus-
women, she wouldn't care.
Right. Say me
This
plus
is
Yeah.
one or
more the
two.
merrier to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Always the more the merrier, you know? And then-
Hashi, if you drove down this way, you're about 3 hours from me. Then I'll drive down to Chewy's. We'll get in Chewy's car. We'll drive down and pick up Sayla. Wisconsin mom ain't figured out if she wants to where she wants to
Drive.
ride to. Fly or ride. Either way, we could fit 8 people in Chewy's car.
I say
Yeah.
it'd be kind of tight in the back, but it seats. I have a Ford Explorer, and it has the fold down
3
seat in the
rows.
very back.
Uh-huh.
Three rows.
Yeah. Oh heck
Well,
yeah.
you know, Biscuit
That'd
had
be
his.
fun. Let's do this.
I'm
I
ready.
On a
don't.
cruise.
I
You know what I'd like to
don't.
do? I'd like to go on a cruise.
Oh yeah, I've said that before
Oh, I
too. I'm pretty
can't.
sure
I
it's
get
fun.
seasick.
Sherry says no.
No.
I
Yeah,
never got
Sherry says
seasick. My
no.
husband, he got seasick every time we went. Every time he'd get a headache and seasick.
Oh,
So,
Really?
but I
I
didn't.
spend hours on a boat out on the lake, and
I never get seasick ever.
Mm-mm.
And I mean, they have like casinos.
I would get seasick.
Well, you don't want to go then if you're going to get
Biscuit
seasick.
Head said, I don't want a room next to Jinx and Chillbilly. Biscuit Head.
I don't either. They get
Chillbilly
the beach.
ain't going.
Only
She'll
girls only.
Chillbilly
No.
and Jinkies, they get the beach at night, okay? We'll just stay off the beach at
No, it's a
night.
girls' trip. Chillbilly don't like the
This
beach.
girl.
Oh.
He ain't much on the beach. He
No,
don't
he don't
care
like
much
the
about
beach.
it. My husband, he don't like to get out there and take his shoes off, and he likes to wear jeans. So he don't like to get out there that much. But
yeah.
he does it.
But mine has to wear jeans too because like he gets sunburned so fast, like it's ridiculous. I mean, it's bad. It's
Lord, I
like
love the sun.
hospital bad.
I've done
So
lost about every bit of my tan this year. It's all gone.
Up
I
until
never
a couple
got
weeks
one.
ago, I was out there laying out and swimming. Still, they had the
Really?
mums next door and the Thanksgiving decorations out and the harvest decorations. I was out there floating around in my pool. I said, only in the South. We have bipolar weather.
Oh, that's cool. Well, how was it? How hot was it there today, Chili?
It was
Chili.
80.
Chili. I just called him
Chili?
Chili.
Chili?
Hey, Chili, how hot was it there for you today?
It was 80s.
Wait.
It was in the 80s today.
Are you
See, yeah,
serious?
it was
Yeah.
70
Man.
something here.
Really?
I'm
It's
so
warmer here than what it was down there? Wow.
Yeah, it was
It
warmer
was,
where you are.
it
Well, I don't
was
know, honey, how
50
hot you
here.
get.
Very warm.
I thought I saw
I got
72
pictures.
when I looked.
I got pictures of my little grandson sitting in the grass outside. It was so warm.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Oh,
Nice.
those little
Yeah.
puppies are so cute. Oh, my
Oh,
God.
ain't they? I got to find them. I got to get them home. So I'm getting ready to post them. I'm
Oh,
telling you, when I
I would,
post them, within an hour, they're
oh,
gone.
they'll be gone. I can
Mm.
just like imagine laying like in the middle of all those little puppies and let them just
I
climb all over you and
know.
like lick your face. That's so cute.
I do that. I do that.
Yeah, that seems like good therapy.
When I
But
first
but you
cleaned
know
their
what?
cat,
That's
that
that's
little
good
thing.
bonding. That's good bonding for the puppies. So when they
Oh
Oh
get
yeah,
new
yeah,
owners, that you know they're
they're
friendly
very
like
friendly
that.
and loving.
they're
Mhm.
they're a mess. Oh gosh, I
That
have to
mama.
clean. I have that's not their mama.
Oh, it's
That was
not.
no, that's my Yorkie.
Oh,
That
and
is my
those are the
Yorkie.
baby chihuahuas.
Yes.
I was wondering because I was like, they look like chihuahuas. I said maybe they just get their hair later. I don't know. I thought they were little York. I was like, I don't know. I mean, they look like the
No,
chihuahuas I've had before because I've had a lot of chihuahuas, and I was like, they
no.
look so much like chihuahuas. And my husband was looking at me. He goes, I think those are chihuahuas. I said, no, I think that's a Yorkie. I'm pretty sure. I said, their hair must just grow in later. He goes, I don't
No, they are all Chihuahua. That
know.
the date, unfortunately, my little doggy's name is Daisy.
Oh,
But Daisy loves them. She loves them. She just wants to take care of them.
I thought
She
they were
just loves
trying to
them.
feed off of her, and she looked like I wouldn't have
They
none
were
of
just
that.
playing with her. I
Oh,
think they were
were they?
playing with her, but
Oh,
she
Mhm.
loves them. But whenever their cage, I have these washable pads that goes in the bottom. My neighbor lets me borrow that little cage whenever
Mm.
I have them.
oh yeah, that's a
But
nice one.
those pads are washable, so I have to change them sometimes twice a day, but usually just once. But as soon as I get it clean and I put the clean pad down, I get in there. I get in
Oh yeah,
there and let them
it's play up.
jump on and play on me and stuff.
Oh,
But that's the only time you do it because they start peeing just
oh
as
yeah, they'll
soon.
pee and poop and everything
Yeah,
else about as soon as you get it clean too.
yeah.
So my
But they are.
grandson and I, we were walking on the sidewalk the other day, and some lady had a chihuahua in the back window of her car, and we're walking by, and that chihuahua was just, "Arr, arr, 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 arr," and my grandson looks at me and goes, "Yeah, that's not the kind of dog I want."
Oh, I love chihuahuas.
Biscuit Head, that is the only female, and that's going to my niece, and she is the sweetest little thing. Those little ears, but those ears will stand straight up.
My very first dog was a chihuahua. I had asthma, and they used to say that chihuahuas were good for people with asthma. And
Mhm.
my granddaddy had a friend that bred them, and he gave me one, and I was like a less than a year old. And I had that dog my whole life until my mama got pregnant with my brother when I was like 9. And then he was so jealous of him, and he used to go nip his hair and like not bite him. He'd just like nip at his hair when he was like laid on the floor. And my
Right.
mom would come back and go, "Why is his head wet?" And I was like, "I don't know." I
Let
wouldn't
me
tell her
see.
what.
I don't know whether it'll let me do it with this green screen on, but I could probably turn it off. But I'm gonna show y'all a video
Oh,
if I can.
unapproachable light. We are doing this trip. We are
Yeah,
doing it.
definitely. Look, I say we deserve it.
Okay, here you go.
Well,
So you can
yeah,
see it. Can you see it?
I can see it.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
That's a
adorable.
little chocolate color. It looks like. Is it chocolate?
That's the little female.
Oh,
She said, "Did you say female?" I'm looking. She's
That's
looking around.
pretty markings too.
Yeah,
yeah.
she's pretty.
She is sweet. She is a sweet thing.
So, Jinkies, you still on here?
Uh-oh.
Jinkies?
Jinkies, are you awake?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Jay
Oh,
Marie!
I thought I heard you snoring.
No, I have an ulcer, and I ate some chicken. I made some
Oh.
chicken,
Uh-oh.
and for some
Was it
reason, it's not
fried?
agreeing with my ulcer.
Uh-oh.
Was it
Oh, bless
fried?
your heart. Are you getting
No,
medication for your ulcer?
no.
Me
Jinkies?
You
too.
need to. Jinkies, those are
I got to
dangerous.
go get my blood pressure medicine too, and I've got to figure out a moment to go to the doctor to get it.
Jay
My
Thank
buddy
you.
Marie!
tonight.
Was
Need to not
it
drink
fried
coffee.
chicken?
No, it was kind of like a Chinese chicken that I made.
Ooh,
It had
Oh,
honey and soy sauce.
Mm.
Oh,
Oh, it's
yeah,
the
that
that's
mom.
soy sauce. That'll do it.
that soy sauce
Y'all,
would
the
do
little
it.
mamas want me, and I'm going to show you the mama. Give me just a second.
Okay.
Mm.
Y'all, Jay Marie is
Well,
the sweetest little thing.
Have you ever tried baking
Love
soda? Like if you put a little bit of baking soda in water, it'll help an ulcer a lot. It'll relieve the
I
discomfort.
just took
I'm going to show this.
yeah, it
a
does.
Tums, 2 Tums,
Oh,
and
that's,
stir
you know
some
what?
water.
My father-in-law used to eat those things by the packs, 2 to 3 packs a day. They're not good for you. Try a little bit of baking soda in warm water and drink it. It
Really
really
works
does
good.
help.
Mm-hmm. It
You
soothes
know.
it takes the acid away, and it also helps you burp if you feel bloated.
Yep.
What are you doing?
I could probably use some then. I don't feel very well though. I do need my blood pressure medicine, and I shouldn't be
Uh-oh.
drinking pop.
And that soy
Mm.
sauce will make your blood pressure go up too.
Well, it's low
Yep.
sodium.
Oh, is it?
I buy Logan the low sodium. He loves soy
Good
sauce.
baby.
Say
Oh, he
what?
loves soy sauce. Look at that pretty baby.
That's the mama.
That's the
Oh,
mama.
she's
That's the mama.
adorable.
She's a chocolate. Oh, you're pretty.
Yeah. The daddy he looks like that puppy. He's
The
solid
fawn.
chocolate.
Oh, chocolate. Because I
Yeah.
saw some of them, they look light colored.
Yeah.
Like the fawn one. I used to have a fawn one like that. Named Jose.
So, Chewy, do you
She was
breed them and then sell them?
well, yeah, but this is the last ones I'm doing.
Your
with
last litter.
these.
Mm.
Yeah, but I don't breed them to make a profit.
Right.
Yeah.
I breed them to make people happy.
Yeah. I wish I
And
lived closer because I would get one. This is the longest I've gone without a Chihuahua. I'm serious. It's been 7 years since I've had one, and I've always had one my whole life. A Chihuahua. I had a Chihuahua and a Saint Bernard, 2 Saint Bernards and a Chihuahua, and the Chihuahua
Saint
bossed the Saint
Bernard didn't eat
Bernards
'em?
around. No, the Chihuahua was the boss.
You
And
know,
my daddy would buy him Slim Jims and the cheese every time he'd come
Oh.
over, and so Jose would sit there while I fed him
Jose.
the Slim Jims and the cheese. He loved it.
Oh my gosh.
my
Look how
Australian
cute.
Shepherd,
She's
she doesn't.
beautiful.
My Aussie doesn't like little dogs. She doesn't go
Oh,
after them. She's just scared of them.
that's funny.
Yeah, she is scared of them. Yeah,
You
I
know,
don't know.
Chihuahuas, they're pretty bossy. You know, they're little spitfires in the little body.
My the male Chihuahua, his name is Chewy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that why
Well,
you came up with that name, Chewy?
Yeah, he's
Chewy, how
he's
did-
my dog. He's my dog.
Chewy, how come your grandpa named you Chewy?
No, he named me Riri. My daddy.
Oh, but he called you Chewy.
No.
Who called you Chewy?
I did. I just took it because of my dog Chewy.
Oh, okay. All right. Now I figured out where your name came from.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's cool.
he's my Chihuahua Chewy. He loves me.
Yeah.
He's my dog.
They get attached because Jose, he'd fall asleep on me on the couch at night on my back, and my husband be ready to go to bed, so he'd come over there and try to pick Jose up off my back, and he'd go like growling, and he goes, "You bite me, you little bastard!" He wouldn't do nothing, but he was like, "You better not bite me."
Well,
He did call him a few names sometimes.
my daughter, when she was a baby, she was laying on my mother-in-law's bed, and grandma had her little dog there, and it was laying on the bed too. And I went to go pick up my daughter, and that dog wouldn't let me. That little chihuahua was ready to take my hand off, and I'm
Heck
like, wait.
yeah.
I'm like, can you come get your dog so I can get my daughter?
They're protective. They're protective
Yeah.
over their owners.
Yes.
And
Yes,
they're very
yeah.
loyal. Very loyal.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and same with the Aussie too. They're so loyal. I mean, they don't leave your side. You know, I'm sure one of you guys have owned an Australian Shepherd before, haven't you? Any
I've
of you?
never owned one.
No, I've never owned one.
Oh, they are so, I mean, I know like some people say, oh, they're not good around kids, but like mine, she was raised with the kids, you know, so she loves kids.
I think
Yeah,
all
it's all
animals,
about
it's how you raise
how
them.
you raise them.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like pit bulls get a bad name, but really they're very good dogs if you raise them properly. They really are.
My daughter-in-law had a pit bull, and when he came here, I was a little leery of him, you know, but I'll tell you what, he was the sweetest thing ever. He
If they're
passed
raised
away,
in a
but
good home, they're good dogs.
yeah, the only thing he didn't like, she couldn't take him down to I call it the Twin Cities, you know, down in Minneapolis. But she couldn't take him because, like, every time he saw a colored person, the dog went nuts. He
Oh
went
my
nuts.
God.
Why
My,
is it some dogs do that?
I don't know because my grandmama's best friend's dog used to do that. It was a Chihuahua, and her name was Bootsy, and she would jump down every time a person of color would walk down the street, and she would just like be going crazy at the window. I don't
Yeah,
know why.
yeah, I don't know why that he would do that, you know. But then my son got a chocolate,
Yeah.
he got a black lab, and he did the same thing. I was like,
That's weird because,
I
like, I've never
know.
seen a dog do that ever in my life. But I used to go over there
Mhm.
and take care of her when I was in middle school and stay with her, like like a home caretaker in the summertime, you know, because she
Yeah.
lived behind my grandma, and she paid me, and I got money to buy like an Agner pocketbook or something, you know, for school when school started. But
Yeah.
I love older people. I just do. I love to sit and talk to them, and I've
Oh,
always been
yeah.
like that since I was a little child.
Well, and listening to their stories, you know, how they grew
Yeah.
up and how life really meant something to them.
Back then,
You know?
yeah.
Well, yeah, they had to work for everything. I mean, my
Right.
grandma, when she passed away, oh my gosh. I mean, she grew up in the Depression, and she saved everything. But that's because that's the way she was raised. You know, they're all like, this is all junk, and it's like, really, it's not. You
And
know.
see, I was the only granddaughter, and it was the only other was grandson. So I got all of my nanny's furniture, like all of her old furniture. That maybe don't mean
Oh,
nothing to nobody else, but to me, it's the most precious stuff. Like if
it
my house
is.
burnt down, I would grab that stuff and throw it out. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right,
it's not that it costs a lot of money; it's just the sentimental, you know, thing of
right.
it.
Yep, yep. And I mean, it's proud to have something from your grandma or your great grandma,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah, I have furniture here too, and like none of my kids want it, and I'm like, but you should take
Oh,
it. It's from your great great grandma, you know. And they're
that's
like,
me.
I know.
I'm an old sentimental sucker.
Yeah, I am too. I am too. And it's like, so my mom, she kept everything, like newspaper clippings of my children, of all the grandchildren, the weddings, the get-togethers. I mean, I have 4 containers full of books that she put together,
That's a
and it's
blessing.
like, it is, but nobody wants them. You know, I have
Oh,
our family history in it and everything.
Hey,
So then I was
intimistic.
telling my youngest son about it, and he goes, Mom, he goes, I'll take that stuff.
hey.
And I'm like, oh, yes, thank you, Jesus. You know, because I didn't want it to go to garbage. I felt like I was throwing my family away, you know?
Yeah, that'd be
So,
sad. Oh, somebody said their chihuahua was like Cujo. Biscuit Head said they have a chihuahua like Cujo. That's hilarious.
oh, yeah, I
I
saw
just
that
read that.
movie. I didn't care for that movie. That movie still scares me.
Me too, because that's not at all how real Saint Bernards are.
My sister has a Saint Bernard, and I took my dog down there when she was a puppy. I had her on a leash. I'm telling you, he went right after her. If I
Really?
didn't yank that, yeah, if I didn't yank that leash up and pull her up to me, he would have had her. Yeah.
Dang, that's
No,
crazy.
no, I drunk a job of it tonight.
You what?
No, I can't taste it right now. I can't taste it. Why you got my thing? Oh, I'm sorry, girls.
Oh no, you're
It's
good.
okay. You're good. He don't bother us.
I've had 4 teenagers. I've got 4 kids. I've gone through the teenage stage 4 times.
Yeah.
How are you doing,
Well,
Chewy? You doing
He's pissed.
pissed?
Logan's always complaining about everything. That child. His chocolate milk didn't taste just right. I thought it
Oh,
tasted fine.
well, who made it? Who made it?
He made it.
Well, tell him to make it better next time.
I know, right?
And
Report it out. He wasted a big gob of chocolate milk. I'm gonna kick his tail. He thinks money grows on trees.
all teenagers do. I think they do.
Uh, Chewy, does he want you to get off?
Oh yeah.
He's fussing.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we can end it. We don't want to cause any
Yeah, we don't
problems.
want to cause trouble for you.
Yeah.
I need some dog food.
Okay, I'm getting off.
Okay.
You start.
Yeah.
I'll fill it up.
Well, it was a great live.
Yeah.
We love you so
Yeah.
much, Chewy.
Love you,
I love
Chewy.
We
I
do.
love you guys too. Pray for me.
You know
Oh,
that I
yes,
am
ma'am.
going to be praying for you. I'm going to try to go live in the morning if maybe you can get away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll
And
try.
and we'll do a little prayer maybe.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love
Well,
you
love
too. Love y'all.
thank
love
you,
you.
everybody, for
Have a
coming.
good
Hey guys, love
Thank you,
everybody in the
everybody
chat,
that
everybody in
came
the
in.
panel.
I love you all so much.
Good
All
night,
right. I
guys.
love you.
Thank
Have a
you.
good night, everybody.
Good
Thank
night.
you too. Good
Good
night.
night. I can figure out how to get out of here.